getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind New York Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind New York Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Happy Friday night, everybody, and glad to have you guys back in the stream, being a part here once again on the channel tonight as we have game number 3 of the series. The New York Knicks are on the road taking on the Indiana Pacers. This game's taking place out in Indianapolis. Gamebridge Fieldhouse, home of the Indiana Pacers tonight for this matchup in a massive game at 3, as we'll be tipping off in a little bit from now. The Knicks took game 1 and game 2, 121 to 117 in game 1, and then 130 to 121 in game 2. And the Pacers, frustrated about the lack of calls that went their way, they actually filed a league report through the first 2 games stating that over 78 of the calls in the first 2 games of the series did not go their way as they watch film back from the first 2 games of the series. And the Pacers just looking to see if they can battle back and take one tonight of their whole Florida Knicks. Just looking to keep everybody healthy as much as possible for New York, because they are really just dealing with an injury bug hitting extremely hard recently for New York. Good news for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, he'll be back tonight. He is playing for the Knicks, so he was entering this matchup questionable. And then OG Anunoby, he is listed out all the way through game 4 for the series. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And thanks so much, y'all, for joining in. Ashton, Tony, Angel, HG Wells in the stream, welcome aboard. And yeah, things go pretty well here. Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back in, man. Yep, Tatum last night hiding in his shell, looking like my tortoise. Yikes, he is really struggling this playoff series for Jason Tatum, and the Celtics took a big L last night. If you guys hear like any like background noise or so, that's my other laptop. It's having some more issues today. I said it during the second part of the game when I covered these 2 teams on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to clean out the fan sometime, but yeah, for the Knicks, they're getting down to a lineup that basically you got guys playing the full 48 minutes for New York. That's what it's come to be. And for today's game, they got 5 players listed out for this game today. OG Anunoby, he'll be out through game 4 due to the hamstring injury. Mitchell Robinson, he is out for around 6 to 8 weeks. Bojan Bogdanovic, he is out for the series, same as Julius Randle and Dwayne Washington. So just a laundry-packed list of New York Knicks players that's out, and that's led to like a 7-man rotation throughout these playoff games for New York. Josh Hart's played the full 48 minutes the first 2 games of the series, and Jalen Brunson, he injured his foot in the first quarter and then came back at the start of the second half. And, man, he's been incredible this playoffs. Jalen Brunson, 29 points despite not playing in an entire second quarter. Hey, what's good? Jeffrey on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Oh, sorry to hear that you lost yesterday. Once again, hopefully your team's able to bounce back soon there, man. Rusty, welcome back in. Cody, glad to have you back on the stream here, man. Yeah, what a rough game yesterday. Really rough yesterday. Yeah, I was listening to it on the ride back, and it was bad. What's good, Renjeff, Vegas, Ice baby? Thanks all for joining back in for this one tonight, and very critical game here, especially for Indiana, because Indiana right now is down in the series 0-2. Looking to see if they can mount a comeback, and this is an opportunity to do so as the Knicks are hobbled. And once we get deeper on into this series, it's going to be a lot of concern for New York if the Pacers start to take games in this series, because New York's logging in heavy minutes. And they just going to make sure that everybody gets out of the series healthy if the Knicks are able to come out of this series. Right now, they're up 2-0. Pacers are the favorites tonight by 7.5-point favorites. And this is what the lineup looked like during the last game. Josh Hart played the full 48 minutes for New York. Dante DiVincenzo played 44. Jalen Brunson played 32. He missed the entire second quarter due to injury, and he missed the last 4 minutes of the first quarter. Came back and played the entire second half, basically, for Brunson, even when he was hobbled. Isaiah Hardenstein played 39 minutes. Only picked up one personal foul, which was huge. And then OG Anunoby played 28, scored 28 points, but then he injured his hamstring, and now Anunoby is out tonight for this game for the Knicks. And in the spot of Anunoby is Precious Achiuwa getting the start for New York tonight. So Precious Achiuwa in the last game, he played 28 minutes. Miles McBride played 20, and Alec Burks played 1. So they had just an 8-man rotation for New York, and only 7 guys basically logged in like the majority of the minutes, and then you had an additional player that logged in just 1 minute with Alec Burks, and then a bunch of other guys coming off the bench that did not play. That these guys didn't play, but they were listed on the bench. Just 4 other players were DMPs. Jericho Sims, DJ Jeffries, Mamadi Diakite, and Shake Milton. Those were the 4 guys who did not play in the last game. So we're going to tip off in around 6 minutes from now. Yeah, big U for Tatum last night. He is really just cracking under pressure in this playoffs. Not looking good for Tatum. Hey, what's good? Resty in the stream. Welcome in. Out in the Philippines. Yeah, stay cool out there. Still, I hear like a big heat wave out in the Philippines. We're supposed to be getting some like random like Northern Lights display tonight at like 2 and 3 in the morning where I am, like the northern part of the U.S. up and through like Canada. It's supposed to be getting some like Northern Lights, like a lookalike to like what Alaska has tonight. Some like geometric forecast that was put out earlier this afternoon that said the sky could go like green and purple, possibly like up in like the northeast U.S., northern U.S. Quite interesting. So the sky's gonna look like Alaska out there later tonight, like in the middle of the night. Hey, what's good? BD on the stream. Welcome back in, man. Gonna be tipping off in under 6 minutes from now. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Happy Friday, everybody, and hopefully everybody's gonna go out, enjoy the weekend, and I hope you get a good game tonight here. The Pacers frustrated about the last game. Head coach Rick Carlisle got tossed with like 30 seconds left, and they filed a complaint to the league about 78 calls that they reviewed that could have gone their way that didn't for Indiana. And they want to make it as fair as possible for the Pacers. And now on their home site, we'll see how this one goes tonight. They had it in the last game. They were up by 11, and they were up by 12. Crazy swing in that last game. It was the Knicks were up by 11, 24-13, and then the Pacers went on an 11-zip run, tied it up at 24, and then the Pacers got out in front. They led by 12, and then Brunson came back, and then the Knicks took the lead. It was a 10-point lead at the half for Indiana. That game had just like no defense in it. 130-121. The Knicks took game 2 on Wednesday. Yeah, thanks so much for the update there, Jeffrey, for the Bruins tonight. Hopefully a bounce back for them too. Yeah, a lot of Boston beatdowns previous 2 nights. Bruins and Celtics really rough their last game. Hey, what's good, Ashton? Welcome in. Best of luck there with a move, man. So that's coming up in a week. Best of luck there. I heard about that. Yeah, Glenn Davis is going to prison. I heard that he was part of that healthcare fraud, defrauding the NBA for the league healthcare plan. I heard about that. They had two opportunities. This series could honestly, it could be up in Indiana's direction right now. Instead, the Knicks lead 2-0. Indiana just it's just been some rough defense by them. They're at the bottom of the league in total defense, and how they started off game 2 on Wednesday was just a complete Knicks layup line. Knicks shot like 70% from the floor in that first quarter, and Indiana just could not shut them down. It was just a tough start for the Pacers. I had Denver winning in my bracket. I'm going to stay with it, but it's not looking good right now, down to 0-2, but still going to stick with it. I think it goes into a Game 7 between Denver and Minnesota, but honestly would not be shocked if Minnesota takes that. And then I had Dallas in the other Western Conference series. So Dallas last night tied it up against OKC. I just think playoff Luka to be able to come alive, and he got locked up in the first game, but yesterday able to pick up a big win there for Dallas, so it's tied now 1-1 in that series. Oh wow, kickball in the France Olympics. I heard they're trying to make a push for dodgeball to become an Olympic sport too. Alright, starting lineup looks like this. Jalen Brunson came into this game questionable, but he'll be starting tonight for the Knicks. It's Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Precious Achiuwa gets the start tonight in place of OG Anunoby and Isaiah Hartenstein. That's the starting five. The Knicks need to stay away from foul trouble as much as possible because those five guys are going to be logging heavy minutes tonight. Starting lineup for the Indiana Pacers, their first game at home in the second round. It's Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner, the starting five for the Pacers. Pacers with the yellow jerseys, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters for today's matchup. Knicks going the white uniforms, orange numbers, orange letters here. 8th playoff matchup between the Pacers and the Knicks. They met 6 times from 1993 to 2000. And this has been a series that you want to grab the popcorn for. Things have got extremely chippy, and the Pacers got their head coach Rick Carlisle tossed in the final 30 seconds in that last game. And they're going to come out furious, I feel like, tonight for Indiana because they think that a bunch of calls did not go their way in the first 2 games of this series, and it's an all yellow out here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Pacers right to left on the floor, Knicks going left to right, and here we go as the ball is tipped and we are underway. The Knicks control the opening tip. New York up 2-0 in this series. Welcome to Friday night. Knicks versus Pacers, Game 3. DiVincenzo, top of the key. Looking to send it off to Hartenstein. Instead, moves it off to his right to Achiuwa at the right wing, getting the start in place of Anunoby. Top of the key here for Brunson. Brunson dribbles up at the right wing. Entered this game questionable. Takes the 3 at the wing. Came off the rim short over Nesmith. Tipped up to the corner. Offensive rebound. DiVincenzo. Outside off to Hartenstein. Hartenstein at the left wing, guarded by Siakam. Handoff DiVincenzo. Bounce pass right wing. Hart. Hart at the top. Takes the 3 straight away. Josh Hart. And he hits it. Josh Hart knocks down the 3, top of the key. Knicks lead 3-0. That's off of the offensive rebound that they were able to continue the possession. So Indiana now, in the first 45 seconds, finally with their first possession of the game. They usually like to go up in the floor, taking possessions within a 5-second or less clip. This time they'll take the shot clock all the way down to 5. Siakam with a spin move up and in off the glass. Good for 2. JD, welcome back in. Thanks for stopping in, man. I had Jokic to win the MVP, but I thought SGA should have been much closer. And that's awesome. So Vegas' sister's graduation on the same day as his mother's birthday there. So yeah, good celebration for both. As we get a scrum right now on the key. A loose basketball gets picked up by Indiana off the turnover inside the key by New York. Here's a 3 in transition. Missed off the back rim, no good by Halliburton. Rebound controlled here for the Knicks. Second possession. Or third possession now for New York. They lost the basketball in the second one. Brunson attacks downhill to the rim. Brunson floats it up, and they will not count it. So he banked it off the glass. He gets called out for the offensive foul, running over a Pacers player. The Pacers gotta like the call right there on that one, as Andrew Nembhard takes the charge inside the key, and the ball go back to the Pacers here. 10:15 left to go in the first. Indiana down by 1. Halliburton at the top gets doubled. Sends it off to Turner. Needs to have a better game from him today. Turner drives down low, and Turner gets fouled. And they know what they're doing tonight for Indiana. You want to go straight at the Knicks, put them into foul trouble. And already 2 quick personal fouls just before the 2-minute mark into this game right now. So that's on Precious Achiuwa, his first personal foul. Brunson picked up a foul as well, offensive. So 2 as a team for New York. And 2 shots here at the line. First one's good by Turner. Lovell on the stream. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Second free throw, no good. Skipped around the rim and out, and the Pacers struggling early on in this game for rebounds. Missed free throws was a major reason why they lost that game. They had too many free throws left off the board during the last game. Knicks with possession. Brunson dribbles up, drives inside to keep Brunson. Kick out to the corner, hard touch pass on top. DiVincenzo open 3, came off the rim short. The rebound controlled by Halliburton. Halliburton up the floor here. Sends it out on top, wide open. Nesmith takes it, and he makes it. Top of the key, drills the 3. Somebody forgot their coverage defensively by New York. 9.5 left to go in the first. Knicks with a possession. Baseline dribble, Brunson inside, sneaks around, gave up an open layup. Achiuwa goes up. Achiuwa got fouled by Siakam. So 2 free throws here at the line for Precious Achiuwa for the Knicks. That should have been an open layup by Brunson. He got right past Nesmith, sneaked around Halliburton. Instead of going up for the layup, he shoveled a pass off to Achiuwa, who was right behind him, and Achiuwa got blocked, and he got fouled. So they rolled it a blocking foul by Siakam, the first as a team for the Pacers. Making his first start tonight since March 10th for Precious Achiuwa. First one, no good, missed off the back rim. Second shot here by Achiuwa, and that one goes through. So 2-point game right now, 6-4. Here goes the Pacers looking to push it up. Nembhard saves at the corner, outside Turner. Hand off Halliburton. Halliburton drives, circles around, back out to the top. Bounce pass off to the trailer with off the knee, though, of Turner. That's a turnover. There's one thing of pushing the tempo like the Pacers try to do, but there's another thing that you're out of control of the basketball when you're trying to push it that fast. So that's their first turnover of the night. Knicks with 2. And the Knicks with possession. Brunson at the right wing sends it out top of the free throw circle off to Hardenstein. Bounce pass, backdoor cutter. DiVincenzo couldn't score backdoor. Missed the open layup on the wraparound. Kick out to the corner. Nesmith up fake. Dribbles up, sends it out to the top. Nembhard, extra pass, right corner. Step back, 3 in the air. Halliburton tees it up, and he drills it. 9-4 for the Pacers. Indiana coming out, making their threes right out of the gate in this game. 3 for 4 from the floor right now for the Pacers. 2 for 3 from 3. Knicks with possession. Brunson dribbles past the midcourt logo. He's picked up, guarded by Nesmith. Brunson, spin move. Dribbles up now to the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Turner came up short in an air ball. And we got contact here up the floor. No call by the referees. Brunson and Nesmith tied up together. Here they go with an open 3. Halliburton buries it once again. 12-4 for Indiana. Knicks will keep on playing. They elect not to take the timeout. And now they do. 8:10 left to go in the first. Tyrese Halliburton, back-to-back threes for Indiana. 2 for 3 from the perimeter. And it leads us to the first time out of the game as the home team right now with all the momentum in this game, controlling the tempo, controlling the rhythm, and limiting the Knicks and their offense so far to just 4 total points in the first 3 minutes and 50 seconds. We take the first time out on the floor. It's by New York. 12-4 to score. Wow, this defense looks completely changed so far. Tough defense they're playing on Brunson today. So that was the question. Who is going to be able to stop Jalen Brunson entering this matchup? And they've done a good job limiting him so far. But also, I thought he'd be a little bit more aggressive. He had an opportunity at the rim to finish, and instead he shoveled it off to his teammate. So I don't know if he's been dealing with a foot injury from the last game that might be like hurting him in terms of confidence trying to finish at the rim for Jalen Brunson. So that's something to monitor throughout this game, as he had an open layup, decided to shovel the pass underneath instead a couple minutes ago. 3 by Josh Hart. That's the lone field goal made in this game for the Knicks. They're just 1 for 5 shooting to begin. And the Pacers led by Halliburton, 6 points, making 2 threes, 3 points by Nesmith with a 3, and then a 2 made by Siakam. Yes, the Tigers are playing tonight. They're scoreless right now against the Astros. Bottom of the third, 0-0. Hey, what's good? Yomar in the stream. Welcome back in. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. A couple hours ago, I posted on the community tab my upcoming schedule. I'm planning on being back tomorrow night covering the Celtics against the Cavs for game number 3. So if you'd like to come on back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, feel free to do so. And then I'm planning on covering Nuggets against T-Wolves on Sunday. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Unfortunately, no stream for Knicks versus Pacers, most likely on Sunday. I'll be out during the day. I got a baseball game in the afternoon for me. I get a feeling that game's going to go long, most likely, for baseball. I saw both of those teams when I was doing my stats have like an ERA around the 6 and the 7s. It's probably going to be a bunch of runs, but I posted I posted my upcoming weekend schedule on the community tab. Also, if anybody's interested in seeing what I do for the baseball game, that's my first ever D1 baseball game that I'm covering. It's at Stonehill College on Sunday at noontime. They're hosting Norfolk State, which it's interesting. So I was going through my prep. Norfolk State is in the conference with Stonehill for baseball. They're not in the conference together for basketball. Norfolk State plays in the MEAC, but there's 4 teams that's full-time MEAC members that play in the NEC for baseball. It's quite interesting. Norfolk State's one of them. Delaware State, Maryland Eastern Shore, and then there's a 4th team, Delaware State. It's in that grouping, and all of them play in the Northeast Conference for baseball there. So they only had 4 teams in the MEAC for baseball up until 2022. When the conference transitioned. Back to the timeout here. Nesmith weaves his way inside the key, and he lays it up and in with a right-hand finish. 14-4 now for Indiana. Yeah, Nuggets really struggling right now. Hand off to DiVincenzo. Turns the corner. Floats up the runner. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Block from behind. As Turner got the block of Achua. Achua got it back, though, and Achua floated it up and in for 2. Really needed that bucket right there, as DiVincenzo couldn't make the floater inside the key. It was uncontested as well, just 2 for 9 shooting. Siakam, layup line, attacking the paint. Siakam no good, as he was met at the backside of the rim there by Achua at the very last moment. Offensive rebound back to the Pacers, though. Nembhard sends it on top. Turner into the hands of Halliburton for the shot clock. Halliburton at the left wing has to hoist here. 2 of the shot clock. Dribbles out all the way to the corner. Takes the 3 off the rim. No good. Tipped out of bounds. And his last off on Nembhard for the Pacers. So the Knicks will get this basketball back here. 6:55 left to go. We get the first substitution of the game. Miles McBride checks in for New York. Kwame, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. M on the stream, Andre, welcome back in, everybody. Feel free, hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one tonight here. Pacers or Knicks. Pacers, much deeper team. New York's playing hobbled. They have 5 players listed out for today's game, as DiVincenzo drives inside on Turner. Turner picks up the shooting foul, and DiVincenzo will shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Miles Turner having a rough series for him. Really struggled in the last game. DiVincenzo logged in 44 minutes. He was a big reason why he came back. He found his stroke from 3 in the last game. First free throw is good. Substitutions here for the Pacers. Ben Shepherd replaces Nembhard. Nembhard checks out. I think they're going to have a couple other guys come into the game. I think I just saw TJ McConnell walking the floor. The camera's panned a little bit away right now, so once the camera gets back on them, I'll let you guys know who's on the floor here. And Brunson's going to substitute right now, so Brunson substitutes, heads towards the bench. Second shot is good for New York. So 14-8 currently. 5 on the floor look like this for the Pacers. Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell, Miles Turner, Ben Shepherd, and Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton receives it, cuts to the hoop, swings it out to the wing. Toppin outside Halliburton. Halliburton step back 3 in the air over Achua, missed off the rim. The rebound gets secured by Hart. It's one of the possessions there. You could have attacked and laid it up and then cutting to the hoop by Halliburton instead of circling around. Loose ball in the backcourt. Gets intercepted by Ben Shepherd. He takes the distance and he scores up and in off the glass. It's good for 2. That's a botched possession there by the Knicks. They would have had a backcourt violation. Probably the better idea to do instead, but results in their third turnover as Hardenstein just allowed the Pacers to come up with the ball in the fast break transition and scored it 2. DiVincenzo receives the handoff jumper, 15-footer, came off the rim short, and the Knicks looking like their wheels have fallen off here in Game 3. They're really struggling to get their shots off. Outside, it goes over to Halliburton. He attacks the paint, guarded by Hardenstein. Bounce pass outside Shepherd into the hands to Halliburton once again. 8 in the shot clock. Halliburton working the 1-on-1 of the big man. Halliburton drives, gets past Hardenstein, right to the cup. He scores up and in off the backboard with a right-hand layup. Oh, what a shifty move right there by Tyrese Halliburton. Getting the big man off the dribble, beat him by a step. Ball fake underneath Hart. Bounce pass into the key, and we get an offensive foul picked up, charge to Hardenstein. So Hardenstein here. Inside the key off the bounce pass. Or no, they're going to call it actually to Josh Hart in the travel before. There was a player that fell down right in front of Hardenstein. Josh Hart got called in the travel underneath the hoop, so they gave Josh Hart the travel. Yeah, I think Hardenstein may have poked a Pacer player. I think it looked like Ben Shepherd. He poked him in the eye as Ben Shepherd fell down. On that bounce pass that was getting sent to Hardenstein. Turner, jab step at the top. Turner dribbles up, drives on the Hardenstein. Inside the key, over Hardenstein. He scores. Up and in off the backboard. 20-8 for the Pacers with under 5 minutes left to go in the first. 8 for 13 shooting. They're slowing down the pace as well. They're not like blowing up and down the floor like they're used to this season. Josh Hart accelerating inside. Bounce pass. Hardenstein. Bunny. Runner. Good. That's a spot right there. Just those simple runners inside the key for Hardenstein. He got beat on the previous 2 defensive possessions. We'll see what happens here. Toppin. Handoff to Halliburton. Halliburton gets his man beat off the dribble. It's McBride. The ball gets deflected by Hart. Hart tipped it back over to Halliburton. Pushed it out to the right corner. Open 3. Ben Shepherd came up short to follow by Toppin. It got swatted away though by Achua. Big block at the last moment at the rim. And here goes Hart with it for the Knicks. Hart attacks inside the paint. And he scores up and in with a left-hand layup. 20-12 and the timeout taken on the floor by the Pacers. Oh, what a change in the momentum right there. Josh Hart with that hustle play, taking it the distance, but Precious Achua was the one who came up with the block. And Miles McBride right now looking out of place all sorts here. He is getting beat off the dribble by multiple Pacers players constantly. He has been getting ripped defensively ever since he checked in for Brunson in this game. So we take the timeout, just about 4 minutes left. Hey, what's good? Mario in the stream. Welcome back in. 20-12 we got right now. Big sign for the Pacers here that this Knicks team cannot find their shot. Multiple shots missing short for New York. New York shooting just 4 for 12 from the floor, 1 for 3 from 3, and it appears here that the wheels simply have fallen off in the first 8 minutes almost of this game. There's no hot hands out there. Josh Hart's got 5. He's the top scorer. 3 by Achua. Achua's already got 2 blocks. That was a massive block. That that saves the Knicks right now. Instead of being a 22-10 game, it's now 20-12. Like, he came up at the last moment for Achua and blocked the follow off the offensive rebound with a shot from the low block by Toppin. I thought Toppin was going to score that. Mike in the street, welcome back in. Really rough start here for the Knicks. They are missing like a ton of shots for them. They've had good looks too. Just doesn't look like they have any legs underneath them today for these guys. Like it's looking like the minutes have really taken a toll on them tonight. Pringle, welcome back in. Thanks for stopping in. Charlisa, welcome back to the stream here. Tyrese Halliburton, he's been the hot hand tonight for the Pacers. He's got 8 points leading the way, 5 by Nesmith, and then 3 by Turner. If you hear any background noise, that's my other laptop. I'm going to have to clean out the fan sometime, hopefully this weekend for it. I use it for a lot of my broadcast games in person, and some of the games I get put like right next to the, like right behind the backstop where home plate is, so it gets like a lot of dust in the fan from time to time, so I usually have to like open up the back end of the computer and take apart the computer and then get the air blower out from the garage and then blow out the fan. Usually like a ton of dust that comes out of it usually. Yeah, Jalen Brunson having a tough start so far. Just doesn't look like his legs are underneath them. He had a tough shot, a mid-range shot inside the key. It came off the rim well short by Brunson. Actually had to get substituted out of the game in place of Miles McBride, but Brunson's back in once again now. So Brunson's back in. He's played 5 minutes, no points tonight for Brunson on 0 for 3 from the floor. Yeah, Knicks, all they have is Hardenstein for like a big man and Achua, who's starting his first game in over 2 months. So yeah, Robinson and Randall both out. It's another key as well. Baseline dribble, and Nesmith couldn't finish at the rim. Lucky there. Josh Hart collected the defensive rebound. Yeah, Josh Hart's been the team leader throughout the entire playoffs on the glass for the Knicks. DiVincenzo sends it on top to Hart, and Hart's played the full 48 in the first 2 games of the series. 3:40 left to go in the first. Brunson dribbles up inside the key. Bounce pass out to the corner. Missed the mark, though. It's a turnover. The Knicks with a bunch of turnovers to begin today. They're just rushing their passes right now. That's their 5th turnover in the first quarter. Oh boy, Florida's already up against the Bruins. Yikes. Hopefully they'll be able to come back, man. Outside, Halliburton. McConnell has it here at the right wing. McConnell off the top and screen. Right corner, baseline dribble, working his way. McBride sends it out to the wing. Up fake. Toppin dribbles up free throw circle. Off to Halliburton. 2 in the shot clock. Step back 3 in the air. Top of the key. Bricked off the back rim. Missed by Halliburton. It's a tough shot for them to take right there. Just instead try to attack and go inside the paint if you're the Pacers. Hard bounce pass out the top. Miles McBride with a 3 came off the rim. Short rebound secured by Isaiah Jackson for Indiana. Toppin at the left wing on top. Moves it off to Halliburton. Halliburton dribbles up. Drives downhill. Has a step right past Hart to the rim. And he scores up and in off the backboard. It is good for 2 more by Tyrese Halliburton. 22-12 for Indiana. Halliburton looking just so fluid out there. 10 points, first player up to double figures tonight. And the Knicks defense uncharacteristically allowing the Pacers to get whatever they want inside the paint for the most part, considering a couple of really good blocks though by Achua. There's Brunson at the elbow. He connects on it. So finally, Jalen Brunson's on the board with 2:20 left to go in the first. McConnell at the low block, no good. Off the glass, misfired. A rebound secured by New York. Hart pushing it up in tempo. Off to McBride. McBride slicing defenders. Missed off the top of the glass. Nesmith came down with a rebound, and Nesmith got fouled on the back end of it. I believe he got poked in the eye here by number 45 of the Knicks in his first appearance in the playoffs. And that is Jericho Sims, who is out there right now. So Jericho Sims is on the floor. That's what they've come down to in the rotation, getting other players some minutes. Miles McBride and Jericho Sims. 8-point lead for the Pacers. 2 minutes left to go in the first. McConnell at the left wing perimeter. He's defended by DiVincenzo. 1-on-1. McConnell lost the handle, tipped out to the corner. Top and lucky save there. Right place, right time. Moves it off to Siakam. Siakam bounce pass to the cutter through traffic. Deflected, looking for Neesmith. Tried to thread the needle. Intercepted by New York. DiVincenzo up the floor. A three. And he lets it rain as he delivers. Dante DiVincenzo transition triple. It's a 5-point game. 5 points now by DiVincenzo. First made three tonight. Top in, dump off, down low. Isaiah Jackson, he scores. Up and through it. It's good for two. Nice little extra pass there by Toppin. 7-point lead for Pacers. It goes across the floor off to Hart. Hart taking on Siakam 1-on-1. Hart towards his left, sends it off to Brunson. Brunson's working on Neesmith. Brunson, 8 on the shot clock, guarded by Aaron Neesmith off the screen set by DiVincenzo. Brunson moves out to DiVincenzo off the pop. DiVincenzo releases, and he drills another three. Dante DiVincenzo, back-to-back threes, up to 8 points for him now. 4-point game, final minute left to go in the first. Siakam at the low block pivot, right past Josh Hart, and he scores up and in off the glass. That was a good move there by Siakam, 26-20. Brunson will slow it down. 15 on the shot clock, approaching 40 seconds left to go in the first. Brunson working his way on Neesmith, still guarded by Neesmith. Drives on Neesmith inside. The key off the Euro, missed off the rim short. McConnell soars up, collects the defensive rebound. 30 seconds left to go. McConnell circling his way around. Back out to the right wing. Gamebridge Fieldhouse logo. McConnell moves it out to the right corner. Elevates for the J. Aaron Neesmith sinks down the three. They're going to call it a deep two, actually. One of his feet was on the three-point line. 28-20 Indiana. 7 points now by Neesmith. DiVincenzo, 11 seconds left to go. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson's going to hold it here for the final shots. Brunson dribbles up, drives on Neesmith. Brunson inside the key, lost the handle, turns it over. McConnell in the backcourt. The Knicks got it back. Huge rejection at the buzzer. DiVincenzo tried to go in for the layup, and Isaiah Jackson able to clear him up as he denied him right at the buzzer. We end the first quarter of action right now. Jalen Brunson limited to just 2 points in 9 minutes, and how the Pacers filed 78. They went over the film, and they thought that 78 calls in the first 2 games of the series did not go their way, as they reviewed the film after the last game, after Wednesday night's game in Game 2. Well, the Knicks right now are unhappy about the calls at the end of the first. We saw Brunson talking to an official about the final play. The Pacers were able to strip it from Brunson, and then the Knicks got it back with DiVincenzo, and DiVincenzo at the buzzer got denied on a layup by Jackson. All right, so first quarter in the books right now. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell here. Feel free to let us know who you guys like to win this game. Right now, the Knicks are leading the poll 56-44. Hey, what's good, Mr. Smiley? Welcome in. Happy Friday, man. And if you're from, like, the northeast of the U.S. or, like, northern U.S., we're supposed to be getting, like, I think it's like a geometric forecast, they said, for tonight only, where it's supposed to be like the northern lights. It's supposed to be appearing in the upper portion of the U.S. and throughout Canada as well. So that's for tonight. Like, we're supposed to be getting like northern lights. Tyrese Halliburton, big start for him. Leading all players, 10 total points, making 2 threes by Halliburton. 4 for 8 from the floor. He is super aggressive, and it's paying off right now to begin this game for Halliburton. 7 by Nesmith. Nesmith's been able to lock down Brunson, too. 7 points, 3 for 4 shooting. Made this lone 3-point shot by Nesmith. Another shot he made is he was on the edge of the 3-point line for Nesmith at the corner. They rolled it to 2, though. And he was one of the 2 players that really struggled. Yep, my bad. 28 is 28. I think it accidentally hit 26 there. Yeah, 28. We'll see if they upgrade that to a 3, actually, because ESPN put 29 for the score. So once we get back in, I'll let you guys know if they upgraded that 3 by Nesmith. That would be the 1. I thought it was a clean 3 once he had it at first. They rolled it a 2, though. Hey, what's good? Raphael, welcome in from the Philippines, man. Hip Hop Guyana on the stream. Thanks for joining in. $16 to 8 points in the paint in favor of the Pacers, and we got 29-20 to score. So they have upgraded the 3 by Nesmith during the quarter break. So he is up to 8 points. So instead of 7, he's got 8 points in his first 9 minutes on the floor tonight by Nesmith. 29-20 Indiana. Top of the key, McBride. McBride's on the floor with Hardenstein, Brunson, Alec Burks, and Josh Hart. That's the 5 currently. Brunson jacks up the 3, came off the rim short. Rebound controlled by McConnell. Up the floor off to Siakam. Pass it ahead over to Jackson. Jackson couldn't finish underneath for the Pacers. And we get a loose ball foul picked up in the backcourt, charge to Indiana. So this is going to be Knicks basketball, trailing by 9. Jason, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, may Apophis miss us. We're supposed to be getting northern lights later tonight. I heard there's like a geometric forecast for later tonight. The 3 is good. Top of the key by the Knicks as they're able to bury it with Miles McBride. 29-23 now. The first minute here to start off the second quarter. Missed 3, skidded off the rim short by McConnell. The putback is there for 2, though, by Siakam. And now the Knicks are pushing it up ahead. Indiana's defense not set yet in transition. Now they are, as they're able to get back and get set. Luckily for them, they did not get away with a bucket jumper. Deep 2 connects on it. That's made by Alec Burks on the deep 2 for New York. 6-point game currently. This is Indiana's game to lose tonight for them because they come in as a 7.5-point favorite tonight. The Knicks are hobbled due to injuries. It's a home game for Indiana, so if you're Indiana, you got to go out and win this game if you're the Pacers. If you go down to 0-3, there's no coming back in that, as we have an offensive foul picked up, charge to Siakam. Siakam runs over Brunson inside the key as he was looking to hang up a screen to clear a pathway there for Nesmith with an open layup, and the referees weren't budging. So that's now his 3rd personal foul in this first half for Pascal Siakam. Josh Hart with a possession, sends it off to his right to Hardenstein. Hardenstein, hand off to Brunson. Brunson only 2 points so far. Brunson leans in, gets fouled. And this should be 2 coming up here at the free throw line by Jalen Brunson as Aaron Nesmith picks up the shooting foul. Him and Jackson were close together, but they're going to get Nesmith here. So Nesmith for the backside, and Jackson get the swat, but it was ruled a foul on the shot, charge to Nesmith. So 2 free throws here by Brunson. First one, no good. Missed off the rim short. And yeah, you can see clearly his foot injury for Brunson really affecting how he's playing tonight. Just 1 for 6. Everything's coming up short tonight. Just not enough pop out there for the Knicks offensively. Just everything just seems to be coming up short at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Second free throw is good. He's got 3 points now for Brunson. 31-26. Still, nevertheless, they're hanging in this game. This is what you're going to get from the Knicks. Like, you got multiple players out, players playing hobbled, and still, like, they always seem to find a way. Just like that, intercepted by McBride with a steal, and he gets tripped up by Nembhard at the midcourt logo. Indiana starting to give away this game to the Knicks right now with these fouls. I mean, the Pacers, you got to come out victorious tonight if you're Indiana. You got this whole game basically given to you. A home game, you're 7.5-point favorites. Multiple injuries by the Knicks. The Knicks are going to go through probably like a 8-man rotation once again tonight. That's what they've done so far. And they're hanging in right now for New York. Only down by 5 and make it 3. Layup's good. Backdoor scored by Josh Hart. 31-28. The Pacers starting to get stagnant here. Baseline jump on McConnell. Right to the rim. He scores up and off the backboard. Josh Hart at the right wing sends it across the floor off to Alec Burks. Hand off DiVincenzo. Lace up a 3. Right down the chute. He's got it. Bang bang for Dante DiVincenzo. Sharpshooter all day. Getting his way today. 13 points. Just made his third 3 of the game. McConnell at the left wing. Slides it across the floor off the top and into the hands to McConnell at the left wing. McConnell starts his dribble. Puts up the jumper. Rattles in. Over Hardenstein. TJ knocks it down at the left elbow. 4-point lead now for the Pacers. The Knicks hanging in this game currently, though. McBride sends it on top off to Hardenstein. Bouncing bodies off of Isaiah Jackson. Good defense to pressure the ball there by Jackson. Not backpedaling, able to hang its body right into the grill of Hardenstein. Outside, it goes to the top. DiVincenzo, crossover, dribbles up, drives on Nembhard. DiVincenzo, mid-range, and he drills it. Dante DiVincenzo getting whatever he wants on the floor right now, taking on Nembhard, his primary defender. 2-point games. And we get a timeout taken on the floor here for Rick Carlisle at Indiana. 35-33 to New York Knicks. Despite just 3 total points by Jalen Brunson, they're only trailing by 2 right now. 35-33 for the Pacers. You're looking at an 0-3 deficit if you allow the Knicks to pick up the win, come from behind, and do it once again tonight. This right here, you got this game basically handed to you on a platter for Indiana tonight. You got to respond, and you have to capitalize right now because this Knicks team is hobbled, and the Knicks are just so mentally tough. Like, it's a next man up mentality for New York, and the culture that they built right now, it's incredible with all the players that they have missing out. That they're just a resilient blue collar basketball group of players for them. Fighting, grinding, battling hard till the final buzzer. They might not lead throughout most of the game, but all that matters is a score to scoreboard. Doesn't matter anything else. And for the Knicks, what does matter? The score to scoreboard that they lead on top at the end. Also for them, I think you look at a team under Coach Tibbs is usually the team that dominates the glass for them. Comes out with second chance points, offensive rebounds, out hustles your opponents on the glass. And right now they're hanging in. They're -1 on the glass currently, 13-12. So it's basically been even on the glass in this game. And despite the turnover issues for the Knicks in the first quarter, they have been able to mount a comeback right now. They trailed as many by 12 points at one point. They were down 30-18 to begin the first quarter. Hey, there you go, Mario. Yeah, Mario always has some good choices out there. Every single night he updates me on the stream of what he's having at night. Some good choices. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. Tomorrow night, I plan on being back covering Celtics against Cavs, game number 3. And that series is tied. Boston did not show up last night. And I actually wasn't able to cover the game because I had a banquet to go to yesterday for my work, and I'm glad I didn't. There would have been a lot of big U's last night for that game. Jason Tatum looking rough right now in the playoffs. We're talking about everybody else in these playoffs. Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Brunson, who came into this series averaging 36 points per game. Tyrese Halliburton, when he goes off and leads his team and when he's aggressive. And just no talk about Tatum. Tatum with a playoff low for him. I think his lowest total since the 2019 season when he had help with Kyrie in the playoffs for Tatum. That's before he had the keys handed over to the team once they hit free agency and Kyrie left the Celtics. I think he's averaging like around 20 points per game in these playoffs. $35-33 right now. So we're about to come back to action. Halliburton inbounds it over to Nembhard, and miscommunication on the pass. He was going to take that between Turner and Halliburton as a sailed past Turner. Halliburton was in the middle too off the pass set by Nembhard. That's a turnover. 6th turnover to game now for the Pacers. That includes 5 turnovers, or three turnovers in this quarter. 5 of those turnovers are recently, like within a 6-minute span. They had 2 in the late stretch of the first. Floater inside the key for the tie. They get it and 1. Unlikely players scoring off the bench. Alec Burks with a runner to tie it up at 35. Alec Burks a few years ago was a pretty solid player for New York. He had some good moments in him. And then he was traded away to the Pistons. But just playoff time, it seems like the Knicks always get the best out of their players. I remember, I think it was 3 years ago, Derrick Rose, looking like prime D Rose from 3 years ago. And he was healthy that playoff series too. Loose ball picked up by Nembhard. So he actually played a playoff series, which was crazy. In the 2020s. Jumpers, goodbye. Turner at the free throw circle. 37-36. Knicks have possession. 7:40 left to go before halftime. McBride is on the floor with Hardenstein, Hart, DiVincenzo, and Burks. DiVincenzo's been great so far. DiVincenzo drives past Turner. No good. Missed over the cylinder. And in and out of the hands of Hardenstein. Goes out of bounds. Pacers only up by 1 right now. This should be the Pacers game, considering the injury problems and that Jalen Brunson struggling tonight. The Pacers just letting the Knicks creep back in this game, going back to bad defensive habits, bad ball handling habits. Ooh, very close to being out of bounds there. Luckily, Halliburton was inside the court of play, though, for Indiana, so they get the inbound. Indiana with a possession. Halliburton, he's on the floor with Turner, Nembhard, Nesmith, and Shepard. Step back 3 in the air. It's good. Rattles in by Tyrese Halliburton. He's got 13 right now for him. Just made his third 3. McBride drives on Halliburton to the cup. Able to get him as an angle. Scores with a left-hand layup. So right now 42-38 to score. It's 10-8 bench points in favor of the Knicks. Halliburton dribbles up towards his right. Circles around. Halliburton with an opening. Gets past DiVincenzo. Laces up a 3 and he hits another one. Silky smooth tonight for Halliburton. That's his 4th made 3. The game currently in the first half. 16 points by Halliburton. He is the game leader right now. We'll take this to the timeout. 16 by Halliburton. 15 on the other side by DiVincenzo. Keeping the Knicks hanging in. But Tyrese Halliburton here at the right wing. Able to ball fake DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo was able to bite at it. Took him at an angle, and Halliburton, with just that little bit of space, was able to go up and create that space off the ball fake and take a 3. Non-contested out from the front, and he drilled it. Tyrese Halliburton tonight showed up to play in a big way. If you're new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well as we head to the next time out here right now. Great coverage all throughout the course of the NBA playoffs. What's good, Andrew on the stream? Welcome in. Things going pretty well, man. Tyrese Halliburton finding his rhythm. 16 points in the first 12 minutes that he's played tonight on the floor. 6 for 10 shooting, 4 for 8 from 3. 15 points in 15 minutes by DiVincenzo tonight for New York. He's the reason why they're hanging in the game. Brunson's been limited to just 3 points in 11 minutes on 1 for 6 shooting. Both teams have struggled with turnovers, specifically the Pacers here in the second quarter. Knicks had a lot of turnover issues in the first. 6 turnovers for each of these teams right now, but both teams shooting the ball well. The Pacers letting it fly from the perimeter, and they're right now 50% from 3. New York's 56% from 3. 5 for 9 for New York from 3, 6 for 12 for Indiana. Indiana leading +6, though, points in the paint, 22-16. Yeah, Panthers up so far early on. And right now, the Knicks lead the poll 56-44 still. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. And feel free to let me know out in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight here, Knicks or Pacers, as we're about to come back from the timeout. Yeah, this weekend's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day out there to all the moms coming up on Sunday. Tyrese Halliburton, big game for him, 16 points. The first 10 minutes. Getting the fans pumped up, making sure that Indiana takes one tonight because you never want to be down to 0-3 in the series. The team that goes down to 0-3 has never won in the history of the NBA. So this is a big game right here. Pass got deflected out of bounds. New York will keep the possession. Brunson back in the game. Inbounds over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo sends it outside. Here's a corner 3 by Hart. Bricked off the back room, no good. Shepard with a strong rebound. Sort up, picked it up. Here goes Halliburton pushing tempo. Shoveled it over to Shepard. Shepard attacks downhill to the rim. Shepard no good. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound somehow, someway by Shepard. Open 3. Miles Turner delivers. 46-38. That was a huge offensive rebound leading to that open 3 by Turner. Ben Shepard. Massive offensive board. 11-2 run in the last 2 minutes plus here for the Pacers. Brunson straight away. Brunson's got it as he nails the triple. Pacers really picking up the tempo here in the game. Nembhard passes out to the right corner. Deflected off the fingertips of Shepard. Right place, right time. Turner got it. Bouncing bodies off Hardenstein. Fall away over. Hardenstein no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secure by Hart. Brunson at the floor, at the left wing. Dribbles up, low block, up fake. Works his way in Nembhard. Brunson sends it off to the elbow, into the hands to Hardenstein. Back over to Brunson. Brunson, guarded by Nembhard, looking to take him on the baseline. Brunson floats up the shot. Jalen Brunson, he's got it. And one coming up at the free throw line for Brunson. Working one-on-one on Nembhard, and it's a 3-point game. Came into this game questionable today for Brunson. I mean, this dude is just so tough. Like, even though it didn't go out the way that he wanted it to go for most of this first half, still finding a way from this man to put the ball into the bucket somehow, some way, in clutch opportunities like these, and this pulls the Knicks win in 3. We'll have one free throw here at the line to see if he can put the Knicks win in 2. Jalen Brunson, the and one. And the free throw is good. 46-44. 7 points now this quarter. 9 total in the game by Brunson. Halliburton floats it out to the top. Nembhard dribbles up, attacks the paint. No good. Missed the runner off balance. Turner saves at the baseline. Fires a fastball off to Nembhard. Again, off the back rim. No good. Take Andrew Nembhard off the floor. He poked it loose from behind, and that will be a loose ball foul charge to Nembhard. That's pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. He is going to come out of the game right now. Get that man out of the game. He is wasting Indiana's time as a team tonight. That is a pathetic possession altogether by Andrew Nembhard. And this will allow the Knicks to shoot 2 free throws. So what happened there by Nembhard was he missed 2 uncontested runners inside a key. And then the Knicks on the second... The Knicks got the rebound off the second missed runner, the defensive board, and then he picked up the loose ball foul in the backcourt. So that means that they're over the limit. And the Knicks here at the free throw line shooting 2 with a chance to tie, which they buried the first one. Yeah, I didn't catch that one, but wow, seemed like a really good game there if it went into overtime. That's awesome. Second free throw is good around the rim and in. 46-46. As the Knicks are able to capitalize, Alec Burks made both of them at the free throw line. 8-zip run last minute plus here for New York. Halliburton at the left wing. He's on the floor with Nesmith, Turner, Ben Shepherd, who just replaced Nembhard. Hardenstein came up with the defensive rebounds. And Obi Toppin's the 5th player on the floor for Indiana. Isaiah Hardenstein, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Alec Burks. That's the 5 on the floor currently. Burks getting a lot more playing time so far today. Up fake, Brunson sends it on top off to Hart. Hart at the top of the key. Dribbles up towards the right elbow. Passes to the left corner. Intercepted though by Ben Shepherd with a steal. Shepherd up the floor. Finds Halliburton. Lobs the cross court. Catch and fire 3. Obi Toppin came off the rim short. Rebound controlled by Burks. And Burks looks to push it. 4:15 left to go. Alec Burks guarded at the left wing perimeter. He jacks up the 3 over Turner, and he nails it. Bang, bang. The Knicks take a lead, 49-46. That's just some poor defense being displayed by Miles Turner. Not knowing that Alec Burks can draw a 3 over you, leaving him with a ton of space. Lazy defense inside. Turner couldn't finish, and he'll have 2 shots coming up at the line. Alec Burks. Feet's not set. Hands aren't up. You're not in the proper defensive stance to begin with if you're Miles Turner. Bad defensive stance. You're anticipating the screen. There was no screen. You're leaning towards the screen. There was no screener being made. And you allow Alec Burks to have 5 feet of space in front of you at the left wing. And you put one hand up in the air. That looked like a Anthony Davis contest out there. Just putting a hand up in the air around the perimeter there by Turner. Not even trying defensively. First free throw is good by Turner at the free throw line. This Pacers team just defensively, they're just so poorly coached for them. They're lucky that New York did not have the wheels to begin this game, but right now they're not so much lucky because they allowed them to creep right back into this game. Part of a 29-19 second quarter advantage in favor of New York. New York with a possession up by 1. Burks has 10 points in 8 minutes tonight. Tibbs just found his rotation right now. Brunson dribbles up inside the key. Brunson with a runner off the back rim, no good. Turner tips it off to Nesmith for the defensive rebound. A little bit of... Ooh, that was very close to being an offensive foul by Nesmith. Nesmith, baseline dribble, walks the tightrope. Outside finds Turner. Turner inside. No look pass left wing. Halliburton gets past Brunson. Halliburton inside the key. Floats it up, and he got it. And they take the lead. 50-49 for the Pacers. Yeah, it went pretty well yesterday for the banquet. My coworker who I used to work with for many years, he got honored yesterday, winning an award. He's no longer living, so they gave the award to his wife yesterday. It's kind of tragic how he passed a few months ago. Halliburton takes it coast to coast with a layup, 52-49. 2:40 left to go before halftime. Tyrese Halliburton, the heartbeat of the offense tonight for the Pacers. Throughout the entire course of the season as well. DiVincenzo, huge contact. Neesmith goes down. No call, but the referee is attacking inside the paint hard. Bounce pass to the corner. Brunson with a three. Missed off the mark. No good. The rebound secure by Siakam. And Halliburton will take it up the floor. He's taken over. Halliburton laces up a three. Bang, bang. He's got it. Tyrese Halliburton. Money. Caitlin Clark loving it as well. You got Caitlin Clark in the stands as the camera shot just showed Caitlin Clark out there. And a timeout taken on the floor by the Knicks. 2:07 left to go. Remaining before halftime. Tyrese Halliburton doing everything tonight to see if he can take game 3 for Indiana to put the series 2-1. Straight away from the top by Halliburton. Uncontested in transition. Nobody got on him. And the Indiana Fever coming to town very soon with Caitlin Clark spotted in the stands. We got a Caitlin Clark sighting tonight. We take the timeout here. .207 left to go before half, and just single-handedly winning this game right now has been Tyrese Halliburton. 23 points, 9 for 14 shooting, 5 for 10 from 3. So right now he is just going out there, racking up buckets for him. Miles Turner has 10. Everybody else with single digits. Nembhard's had a lot of bad minutes tonight for him. No points by Nembhard, a personal foul. Nothing going on for Nembhard. Kind of shocked why they start Nembhard, honestly. Like, why he gets the playing time he gets. He is playing one more minute than TJ McConnell right now for him. DiVincenzo with 15. Brunson is up to 9 right now in this game. Things have been tough so far for Brunson as we come back from the timeout. Just above 2 minutes left to go before halftime. DiVincenzo sends it off to his teammate. Attacks inside the paint with a wide open clearance. Leads to the open slam by Precious Achiuwa. 55-51. Down to 1:50 left to go. Achiuwa's up to 5 points currently. Halliburton guarded around the perimeter by Brunson. Halliburton towards his right. Crossover. 1-on-1. Jalen Brunson pokes it away. And he comes out with a steal. Brunson off to the races. And he dunks it for Jalen Brunson. Oh my goodness. Jalen Brunson pickpockets Tyrese Halliburton and takes it in for the two-hand jam. Missed 3 straight away from the top by Turner. Rebound control by Hart. Bursting tempo. Loose ball picked up by his teammate Achiuwa. Achiuwa sends it to the perimeter off to DiVincenzo. Halliburton got knocked down and now be an offensive foul charged to Achiuwa. Gotta love the heart and hustle of Jalen Brunson. Here comes Hardenstein at the scorer's table about to check in once again for New York. Presses Achiuwa. Knocked down Tyrese Halliburton from behind. And that's where they rolled the offensive foul charge to Achiuwa. Achiuwa will take a seat on the bench now. That's his second personal foul. And for the Knicks, 3 personal fouls by Siakam, 2 by Turner in this game. Final minute left to go, and the Pacers going downhill to the rim. We got a lot of contact here in the foul. This will be 2 shots coming up here for Indiana at the free throw line. I believe it's going to be charged to Alec Burks in the shooting foul, so this will send Turner to the line to shoot 2. The referee is actually going to take a look at the monitor right now in this replay. Turner up fake up past Hardenstein. Turner straight line drive to the rim. Tried to throw down a slam with the right hand and then got slapped from behind by Burks. As Burks went up and he cracked Turner right from behind. See here in a replay. Turner going up for the right-handed flush. Got him on the left shoulder. Off the windup. So referees will look at this right now. Alright, so review on the floor in the final minute and 1 left to go before half. Miles Turner, dribble drive attack inside the paint, try to throw down a dunk with the right hand. Burks clipped him from behind. Alec Burks rolled a flagrant 1, according to the officials. That's a flagrant 1 charge to Burks. The Pacers also in a bonus. 2 shots here by Turner. He's got 10 tonight. First one's good. This is their game to take tonight for Indiana. It would be pretty embarrassing if you can't win this one on your home floor. Brunson's hobbled. Brunson's got 11. Came into this game questionable due to injury. Second free throw is good by Turner. Final minute left to go. Plus, the Pacers will get the basketball since it was a flagrant 1. So Indiana gets the basketball. Shepard inbounds off to Turner. Bounce pass goes to Siakam. 3 personal fouls back on the floor. Siakam drives inside the paint. Right past Hartenstein. And he scores up and off the backboard. 59-53. Final 50 seconds left to go before halftime. Brunson, bounce pass off to Hartenstein, hand off to Brunson. Brunson dribbles up at the free throw circle. Brunson works his way one-on-one on Nesmith. Brunson, tough shot, and he got it to go. It's good for 2 by Jalen Brunson. 4-point game as we approach the 30-second mark left to go in this one before halftime. The lob sent by Halliburton inside. Siakam catches it. Siakam gets fouled. Josh Hart picks up the personal foul off the bump. So this will be 2 shots here coming up. App on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, stunning that it's been actually this close right now, considering that the Knicks have a bunch of players out. Siakam's going to shoot 2. First one he makes. Isaiah Jackson comes into the game. And he'll replace Miles Turner for the final 29 seconds. Tyrese Halliburton, big reason why the Pacers are leading this game. He's got a game-high 23 points right now by Halliburton, leading all scores. Second shot is good, right down the middle. 61-55. 28 seconds left to go. 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out. Going to halftime. Brunson, he's defended by Nesmith one-on-one. Has it at the midcourt logo. Brunson. Switched here, guarded by Halliburton. Brunson at the top of the key. Bounce pass left wing. Alec Burks takes the 3 and he rattles it in. Alec Burks drills the 3. It's a 3-point game. They try to gamble. Aaron Nesmith in the double team, helping with a help defense alongside Nembhard. Forgot, though, that Burks is a 3-point shooter that can knock down that shot. Follow-away Jay is good with 0.6 seconds left to go by Siakam. And the Knicks could get a shot off in time. We close out going to halftime at 63-58 Indiana. Jalen Brunson recording the assist on the final possession for New York. Alec Burks, some positive moments off the bench for him today. He's got 13 points off the bench, 18 bench points by the Knicks compared to just 10 right now by the Pacers in the first half. And Tibbs here is starting to find his rotation, playing Alec Burks more in the first half of today's game. Alright, so we go into halftime here, everybody. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to keep on being notified here for future live streams on the channel. And wow, what a start tonight. Pacers up by just 5 at the moment. And the Knicks just keep on hanging in, making this a game constantly. Yeah, these guys in the Knicks, it's just like next man up mentality, and they're responding. What a culture they bring for the Knicks. Going to be a lot of coaching concerns for Indiana if you lose this one tonight, because you got guys that's basically unplayable for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard as a starter, putting up nothing in that first half, getting roasted defensively for him. They actually had double digits in 7 straight games entering this one for Andrew Nembhard. So he's been nowhere to be found today by him. It's Tyrese Halliburton who is saving the Pacers right now. .23 by Halliburton on 9 for 14 shooting in 18 minutes, 5 made threes for Halliburton. Siakam's got 12, Turner's got 12. Big points off the bench today. DiVincenzo's been excellent. He's got 15. He's made 3 threes. And then 13 by Brunson, working his way up to 13. Had a really slow start for him, but started to get going for Brunson. 13 off the bench by Alec Burks. Yeah, I got like a ton of good notes for the baseball game on Sunday. So what's interesting, the team that I'm covering for, that I broadcast some of their games this season, they're new to Division 1, so it's their second year in Division 1 for Stonehill. The team that they're playing is a conference opponent. This is the most interesting thing, is that Norfolk State is in Stonehill's conference for just baseball only. Norfolk State plays in the MEAC for basketball, so they play against like Delaware State, Coppin State, Maryland, Eastern Shore. Those are 4 other teams that's in Stonehill's conference for baseball, but all of them end up being in another conference for all the other sports, which is the MEAC, the MEAC, which they usually play in. But just for baseball, they're in the NEC with like Sacred Heart, Wagner's in that conference, FDU picked up the upset over Purdue in the tournament from 2023. They're in the NEC. It's kind of random how they had 4 teams just join in after. So I guess the MEAC, they folded back in 2022 for baseball only, and then they put those 4 teams in, Norfolk State's being one of them, that they put them into the NEC. I'm a Celtics fan, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, I'm a Celtics fan, but I cover the entire NBA, also college hoops too. So on Celtics streams, you'll be seeing me out in my Celtics jersey, wearing it and in the background, but Celtics aren't playing in this series. Still, I try to cover as many teams as possible when I'm around. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Yeah, thanks so much, Ren Jeff. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, should be interesting. Both of the teams struggle with their records for them this year. I saw there's a team called Maryland Eastern Shore that's in the same conference as them. And Maryland Eastern Shore is 0-42 for their record. They're the worst team in all of Division I collegiate baseball for them. And the thing that's unfortunate is that you have to play conference opponents throughout the season, and those conference games count in the standings. Well, the issue is that the team that they cover for baseball, Stonehill, the team that they're covering on Sunday, their 3 games against Maryland Eastern Shore were canceled. So those goes like potentially 3 guaranteed wins for them out the window. So instead of sitting in the top 6 in the conference, possibly, if they were able to win those 3 games, they would have a conference record of 14-13. Instead, they're at 11-13 in the conference right now and sitting in 9th place instead of 6th place, which the top 6 get qualified for conference tournaments. That's a big blow there when you have 3 games canceled on your schedule. That's a conference opponent, and plus that team is winless. They played 42 games. They lost every single one of those games. That's like really unheard of for college baseball. Like you'd think that you would at least get one of those games, but no. The team is 0-42, and they're 0-24 in conference games. It's crazy. Yeah, rough one for Boston yesterday. Really rough game. It seems like these game 2s, Joe Mazzulla just doesn't even do any game planning with his team or anything. Like, it seems like they got it after game number 1, and then the other team just goes out and shows them how it's done in game 2. The issue for the Celtics is that they don't even have home court advantage. Like, they haven't had home court advantage in I'm gonna say since 2019. I think it was 2019 when they swept the Pacers 4-0 in the first round. That's the last time that they've had home court advantage for Boston, that they've capitalized on it for the Celtics. They're 15-15 going back to 2021 in games at home at the TD Garden. It's just crazy. Like, these are games that you should be winning. You should be like 26-4 in these home games out of the 30 that you played within the past 3 years. No, they're 15-15 in home playoff games since 2021, even though they barely lost games at home in the regular season. Just a crazy stat. So, like, the last time that they, like, actually capitalized on, like, a home series, I would go all the way back to when I started my channel. Year number 1, when I started my channel, when they swept the Pacers in 4. Because after that, it was the Disney bubble. They swept Philadelphia in the Disney bubble. So those weren't home games. Those were all games of the Disney bubble in 2020. And then 2021, they lost in 5 against the Nets. 2022 made it all the way to the finals to take on Golden State. But yeah, they were having inexcusable losses by then during that 2022 run to the finals. And then last year, they went down to 0-3 to begin in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Heat. Hey, what's good, Luis in the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, definitely they got a major problem if they lose this year. A lot of it's going to be between Mazzulla and Tatum. Jason Tatum needs to show up tomorrow. Like, he has been nowhere in these playoffs. Like, every single night, we're talking about Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Luka, SGA. Halliburton's been excellent tonight. When Halliburton is aggressive, usually gets brought up a lot, having a great game, and tonight he's done that for Halliburton. Jokic. But, like, Jason Tatum, like, where in the world has he been in these games? It's been a nightmare of a playoff performance by Tatum. It's looking like he's had a lot of regression for him, just cracking under pressure in the biggest moments. Yeah, and Tatum is going to want that bag. Yeah, the window's really closing soon. I've been doing the channel since 2019, so that's when I started. Yeah, I actually had like no sports announcing experience prior to 2019. I came out of college. I actually got my radio degree out of college, so that's what I do full time. I work in production for radio. Um, I graduated back in 2017, but started up the channel in 2019 and just tried to see where it could take me. And every single stream, every single game just got better and better and better compared to like the first one. Every single time just progressed and so on. Gets better every single time. Pattern on in the stream, welcome in, liking the Knicks tonight to win this one. Gems in the channel, what's up? Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, Jason Tatum's doing it on... It's really poor efficiency. Really, really poor efficiency this playoffs that he's done it on. So he averaged 27 points per game almost in the regular season. This time around in the playoffs, he's averaging just 21.7. He's shooting 27% from three for Tatum and 41% from the floor so far in the playoffs. And that's a lot for him to be blamed on because he's just constantly hunting down matchups. Most views, that would be Game 7 Bucks against Nets from 3 years ago. Game 7, the game that Kevin Durant had his foot on the three-point line. Funny story about that is that I wasn't even home that game to stream it. I was at Foxwoods for that game. So every year I go up to the New Hampshire NASCAR race in New Hampshire Motor Speedway every year. Back in 2019 and 2021, Foxwoods was the sponsor. So since I renew my tickets every year through the ticket app, I was able to get a free stay at Foxwoods. And it was that night that we actually stayed over was the same night as the Bucks versus Nets Game 7. And oh yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to cover that game. I remember I went into that day, I was like, I am not sure if I'm going to be able to stream this game because I'm out. I'm at a hotel. I think I'm at like the 15th floor or something at Foxwoods. So it all depends on if they even have the channel on that TV, and also like if I'm in the hotel room by that time too. And I was able to do it, and yeah, that game was wild. That was unbelievable. We got like 13,000 viewers at once. That was crazy. I don't think we'll ever be able to match that because that was in like the middle of the pandemic. We got so many during the pandemic. Plus like a bunch of other people started streaming too. So it gets like a lot more challenging because a bunch of people also like have done like the streaming stuff too. So it like splits up a lot of the views. But yeah, it's just always great. Like every single game, just feel like you get better and better. Hey, what's good, Adam on the stream? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, thanks so much, Em. Appreciate it. App, appreciate it, bud. Yeah, a lot of those games got a bunch of views. I think there was one I covered. So, some of the random part about it is, so I'm like an hour south of Boston. So I'm not actually from Boston. I'm like an hour south. But we're going to start off here with a third quarter now. So we are underway. Turner attacking inside a paint. Slices to the rim. Gets past Hardenstein and Hart with a bucket to begin the third quarter. Crazy part about some of the most popular streams for view counts that I've done is that some of those did not take place in my room, which is crazy because I don't go away too often. I covered a couple of the playoff games at the start back on like April 20th. I was away at Cape Cod, but one of the games that was popular too was the Olympics broadcast, as the jumper at the free throw circle missed off the mark, no good for Hart. They got it back though with Brunson. Brunson with 5 in the shot clock. Brunson, spin move, dribbles up, jumper, deep 2 at the left elbow, missed off the mark. Halliburton collects the defensive rebounds. That Olympic broadcast that I did back from 3 years ago, Team USA versus Team France, that was at my family's summer house up in New Hampshire with the brown walls right from behind. We got like a bunch of viewers for that one too. I have to use a hotspot whenever I go over there to stream, as Turner comes out with a putback. It was missed by Halliburton off the rim. Came up short. Turner gets the putback, and a quick timeout here taken on the floor by New York. So 67-58 now the score. The Knicks going to burn a really quick timeout with 10:42 left to play in the third here. All right, part of a 4-zip run for the Pacers. Yeah, so that Team USA, Team France 2021 Olympics championship game from 3 years ago, I actually covered that in New Hampshire. Got like a ton of viewers, and it was only like a 2-hour stream because the Olympic games play 10-minute quarters instead of 12, so it went by like much quicker. I remember that game did not start until 10:30. I finished streaming around 12:30 in the morning. That's the latest I believe I've ever covered a game. So this was my schedule that day that I streamed from 3 years ago. Team USA versus Team France. It was like legit. Wake up at 6 a.m. for work. Get to work at 8. I work 8 to 4 on the weekdays. Got home at 4:30. We left for New Hampshire around 5. We had to make some stops going up there. Got up to New Hampshire at 9:30 because we had to pick up a pizza at Pizza Hut. And then, yeah, we left around like 5:30. Got up at 9:30. The game was on at 10:30. Sat down, ate pizza at 10. Game was on at 10:30 that I covered USA versus France in the Olympics, and it went till 12:30 in the morning. That was quite a stream. I remember we had a ton of people out there. I'm hoping to do some Olympic games this year once again if they're on like the time that I'm able to do it. I have no clue when they're gonna put the events out or so, because of like the time difference from where I am in the US. Yeah, that's right. They've got 2 hobbled teams for Indiana. It's just outright sad. If the Pacers can't take this game today, no teams ever come back being down to 0-3. Mr. Tops is not with me right now. Hopefully Mr. Tops will be able to come on for some more streams in the future. OG is not playing, so he's out tonight. He's also out on Sunday for the next game, too. So he's out on Sunday as well. He's got a hamstring injury. Brunson with just 13, and he came into this game questionable due to injury. Alec Burks just had 1 minute in the last game entering tonight in the entire playoffs. He has poured in 13 points tonight by Alec Burks. The bench has been excellent for the Knicks. That's why they've hung on in this game. 13 points in 12 minutes by Burks. We come back for the timeout. Right to left on the floor for the Knicks. Josh Hart sends it off to Jalen Brunson. Brunson has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. Brunson guarded here at the left wing perimeter by Turner. The big man crossover. 5 in the shot clock. Sends it off to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo attacks inside the paint. DiVincenzo to the rim. Bodies colliding as DiVincenzo puts it up. A lot of contact here down low, and they're going to roll an offensive foul. Charged by DiVincenzo down the lane, so the Knicks will not get credit for the bucket. And DiVincenzo is down now as he is hobbled. He took a shot for DiVincenzo. That is shocking right there that they did not give him Wow, Aaron Nesmith taking the charge hard. That was a lot of hard contact there. DiVincenzo going up over Nesmith, and the referees rolled in the offensive foul charge to DiVincenzo. Soaring up over Nesmith. Ooh. He was on his tippy toes when he took that charge. I think the Knicks here are going to challenge this one. 67-58. We'll head to a quick timeout right now. Yeah, I believe the Knicks are going to challenge this foul. So initially it was rolled an offensive foul charge to DiVincenzo, as he ran over Nesmith inside the key. Nesmith was on his tippy toes at the last minute. He shuffled, went on his tippy toes for Nesmith, and then took the charge. So interesting case here coming up. So right now we're going to, still on the timeout currently. Knicks did challenge the call. So we'll see what happens when we come back from the timeout. Still waiting to see whether that would be an offensive foul or not right now, as we're just on the media break currently. I had Pacers for this one. In today's game, they have to come out hungry in this game, and you would think that they would win because of all the injuries that the Knicks have. This is a home game for Indiana, yet the Knicks are hanging right in this game right now. She's been in a couple of my streams for my girlfriend. Okay, so they're looking back at the last replay. DiVincenzo attacking on Nesmith, and Nesmith took the charge, but just waiting to see where they're going to spot this basketball right now as we come back from the timeout. By the way, the Knicks are 5-0 when they've trailed in the playoffs. They're going to give them the free throws, so this will be reversed here to the floor. Knicks win the challenge, and he got the and one plus the free throw. 67-61 now, so they said the bucket was good and no offensive foul. They pick up a defensive foul charge to Nesmith instead. Nembhard, nothing on the board for him today. Sends it off to Halliburton, top of the key. Dribbles towards his left. Halliburton, guarded by DiVincenzo around the perimeter here. Towards his right, off the screen set by Turner, working on Hardenstein. Step back, jumper, deep at the corner. Missed off the mark, no good by Halliburton. Rebound secured by Hart. Hart has it up the floor. Bounce pass over to the corner. Outside, Hardenstein moves it off to the cutter. Open layup. It's good for two more. 69-67 as DiVincenzo able to score right past the defense. Only a 4-point game. Miles Turner receives it, and he throws it down with a right-handed flush right over Hardenstein. Big time there by Turner. He's got 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks currently. Brunson has it here at the left wing. Slides it off to Hart around the perimeter. Hart sends it on top off to Hardenstein. Hardenstein looking to hand it off. Gives it over to DiVincenzo. Step back three in the air. Got it. Oh, man, he's money here. 69-66. Keeping his team in the game. He's got 23 here for Dante. The ball got poked loose. Halliburton able to pick it up, though. Halliburton 22 as 23 himself here. Turner catching fire. Three. Turner off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Hart. Hart has it up the floor. Looking to push tempo. Under 9 minutes left to go in the third. Hardenstein. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up Brunson. Brunson dribbles towards the edge of the Pacers logo. Brunson dribbles up, drives inside the key with a left hand. No good off the glass. Missed the layup. He's out of the play right now. Pacers looking to see if they know that. So they have a 5-4 opportunity. Neesmith moves now to the left corner. Open three. Halliburton. Splash. He sinks it. 72-66. Tyrese Halliburton. Massive in today's game. Up to 26 now on his 6-made three. Hardenstein. Off to DiVincenzo, rises for the jumper, bricked off the back rim. Neesmith collects the defensive rebound. Crossover behind his back, Nembhard. Pressure by Brunson outside off to Halliburton. Fires the pass down low. Turner couldn't squeeze it, and on a bounce, last off of New York. So it's going to say Pacers ball right now. 8:05 left to go in the third. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Jason. So he's got a Jordan Poole card there. That's great, man. Quarter three. It is good by Siakam. Everybody getting involved in the scoring right now for Indiana. 75-66. Josh Hart just went to the bench, so it's the first time that he's on the bench for this entire series. Right now, it's Brunson who's on the floor with DiVincenzo. Miles McBride, who missed the three, came up short. Isaiah Hardenstein, Precious Achiuwa. That's the five on the floor currently going up against Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Neesmith, Miles Turner, and Tyrese Halliburton. Jumper's good inside the key by Siakam for two more. Largest lead here for the Pacers, 77-66. And an 8-zip run, last 2-minute span. Brunson. At the top, dribbles up towards the left wing. Brunson thought about a step back, bounce pass inside a key. A hook shot is good by Hardenstein. A little turnaround hook right there inside the key to get his team back winning 9. They push tempo. Halliburton rejected by Achiuwa. Here goes New York with the basketball. They are on the numbers disadvantage, though. A 2-on-3 instead. They deliver on the 3. It is good in transition by DiVincenzo. Man, what a night he has had, keeping his team in the game, 77-71. And we will have a timeout here taken on the floor by the Pacers. 77-71. Dante DiVincenzo working his way up to 26 now, 11 total points in this third quarter. As we are under 7 minutes left to go in the third right now. And hanging in for the Knicks throughout the entire course of this game. They keep on hanging in. Yep. Just when you think that they're out of it, always seem to come back. Just ask Philadelphia that. And that crazy game that the Sixers are up by 5 with 45 seconds left. And the Knicks close down an 8-zip run. These guys are just resilient for the Knicks. Brunson having a tough game today, just 13 points, yet they're hanging in. They're only down by 6 right now, despite 13 points by Brunson. Josh Hart, 11 rebounds, been a double-double machine in this playoffs. Only 5 points for him, though, tonight. Tyrese Halliburton's the main reason why the Pacers are leading this game currently. 26 points, 6 made threes, 10 for 18 from the floor. In 23 minutes by Halliburton, 18 points by Miles Turner. He's been excellent, too. Miles Turner really struggled in the last game, stepped up his game. Pascal Siakam, massive in the last couple minutes for him. 17 points now by Siakam on 7 for 9 shooting. And he got into early foul trouble, so he didn't play throughout most of the second quarter for Siakam due to 3 personal fouls. Yeah, he's had a really good postseason. Found his shot. He just had his numbers up for him. Back-to-back 20-plus, 25-plus point games. So we come back from the timeout. Missed 3 by Turner straight away. 5 on the floor look like this for New York. Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Isaiah Hartenstein, Precious Achiuwa, and Miles McBride. So Josh Hart's currently on the bench at the moment. Brunson at the wing, dribbles up inside the key, floats up the runner, no good, around the rim and out, rebound secure by Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Halliburton, and Andrew Nembhard. A 5 on the floor currently for Indiana. Missed layup from point-blank range by Turner. Tip to the corner. They tried to get it, but they were out of bounds as Brunson went right into the front row of the fans. So he was trying to battle for that loose ball, so it will stay Pacers ball. Wow, that's awesome, Jason. Best of luck there on that one. Hopefully you get it there, bud. 6-point game right now as Siakam will substitute. He heads out towards the bench. McConnell checks in here on the floor for the Pacers. McConnell dribbles up, drives inside over McBride. No good. Missed from point-blank range. Rebound secure by Hartenstein. Brunson has it here at the left wing. Brunson dribbles baseline. He works on Nesmith. Has some space. Brunson, turn around. He buries it. Jalen Brunson puts his team within 4 right now. 77-73. 7-zip run right back for the Knicks in the last 2 minutes as that's a nice move to the cup. Tyrese Halliburton wraparound right between 2 defenders. He scores with a layup. 28 by Halliburton. Brunson, he's guarded by Nesmith 101. Brunson at the top of the key. Pick gets set by McBride. He flares off of that. Brunson now guarded off a double team. Passes to the free throw circle. Hartenstein sends it off to DiVincenzo. Euro step pass. Turner no good. Tip in. It is good for 2 by Hartenstein. 79-75. Teamwork right there at the rim. Isaiah Hartenstein able to work his way up now to 6 points and 4 rebounds. Goes to the mid-block, into the hands here to Turner. Turner, baby hook, no good. Around the rim and out. Hartenstein with a defensive rebound. And the Knicks hanging in, down by 4 with possession. Looking to cut it to a 1-possession game right here. Brunson, dribble, drive, right down the lane inside. He scores with a tear. Drop over Nesmith. And it's a 2-point game, 79-77. Resilient bunch here for the Knicks. Down to 4.5 minutes left. Brunson's got 17. Nesmith, his 3 came off well short. Didn't even touch the rim as he airballed it. Hartenstein collected the board. McBride at the left corner, guarded by Nesmith. Nesmith getting ripped to shreds defensive lately when he's been in the game. Brunson at the left wing, taking on Halliburton this time. Brunson brings along a double team. Pass gets deflected. Intercepted by Toppin with a steal. Halliburton lobs it up over the top to Toppin, who couldn't finish around the rim and out. Toppin came up with offensive rebound. Toppin sends it over to Halliburton. Under 4 minutes left to go. Floats the pass left corner. Dribbling inside the key. McConnell, mid-range. TJ, and he got it. Big time shot off the offensive rebound. TJ McConnell inside the key. Puts the Pacers up by 4. Back and forth right to the finish here, folks. Brunson guarded the Cambridge Fieldhouse logo. Backs his way McConnell. Now shovels it out to the left wing. DiVincenzo laces up a 3. Nothing but net. He sinks it. Bang, bang by Dante. It's a 1-point game. Silky smooth stroke there from the outside. He's got 29 right now for DiVincenzo. Major in this game. The Pacers just scored quickly up the floor to bring their lead to 83-80. We got a battle here, folks. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. 3-point game. Josh Hart's going to check in. He replaces Precious Achiuwa. It's a playoff career high. DiVincenzo up to 29 right now. A playoff career high. Isaiah Jackson will check in. He will replace Miles Turner, who heads towards the bench here for the Pacers. So 3:12 remaining. Inbound for New York. McBride inbounds it into the backcourt to Hartenstein. Now into the hands to McBride. He dribbles past the midcourt logo. McBride is on the floor with DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, Brunson, and Hart. Top of the key, Brunson. Brunson's guarded by McConnell. Brunson dribbles up to the free throw circle. Brunson backs his way. Turnaround jumper. 15-foot J. Swoosh. Jalen Brunson, it's good for 2. It's a 1-point game. Knicks looking to steal one here, hoping to go up 3-0 in the series. Brunson's got 19. This is the Pacers' game to win. Also their game to lose. They came into this game as a 7.5-point favorites. Multiple injuries by the Knicks. You would think the Pacers would take this one. Blue-collar basketball, New York Knicks, just like that. Hartenstein comes up with a block as he rejects Ben Shepherd. DiVincenzo takes it the distance in transition. He scores up and in off the backboard. And one coming up with a free throw line for DiVincenzo. Oh man, what a game by him. Playoff career high, 31 points. Ben Shepherd rejected off the baseline dribble by Hartenstein. A block at the rim and a slam dunk attempt. And then the Pacers couldn't get back in transition defense. And Obi Toppin didn't even go up for the block. Obi Toppin just touching the backside of DiVincenzo. And the free throw is good. 85-83. Pacers down by 2. McConnell drives down the lane inside. McConnell couldn't finish at the rim. He missed the layup. Knicks defense, physicality ramping up right now. New York attacking inside the paint. Josh Hart, and he scores over Toppin. Up and off the glass. It is good for Josh Hart. 87-83, whatever you throw at this Knicks squad. Bouncing back right now. No matter what happens. Next man up mentality just like that this season for the New York Knicks. Excellent defense by Achua. Able to alter the missed shot by TJ McConnell. And then the Pacers, horrific lately in transition defense. What are you doing there, Obi Toppin? You're allowing Josh Hart to go coast to coast all the way to the rim. 87-83, we take the timeouts. Once again, just another sign of the Knicks impacting this game on all levels defensively. And the Pacers playing their worst defense of the game right now. And that is the story, as Indiana has a lot of issues all throughout the course of the season in transition defense. These guys are not sprinting back. They're not getting set. They're just backpedaling back, and that allowed Josh Hart to go coast to coast for an easy layup over Toppin. Toppin tonight's played a lot of minus minutes for the Pacers. Just 2 points in 17 minutes. 1 for 4 from the floor for Obi Toppin right now. He's a minus 20. That's the top minus on the team. You got guys that's saving you like Miles Turner. He's a plus 10. Pascal Siakam's a plus 11. Halliburton's a plus 4 with 28 points. But then guys off the bench tonight. It's 21-6 New York since the 7.5 minute mark in the third quarter. Defense is really ramped up right now for the Knicks, and the Pacers just can't get anything good offensively to work with. Miles McBride picks up the foul, reaching into McConnell. So this will be an inbound here for the Pacers. Siakam. It's been a plus in this game. Siakam lost the handle. That time not a plus there. That's a big U possession by Pascal Siakam. Alec Burks back on the floor. Pressures Achua, top of the key. Minute 40 left to play in the third. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson dribbles up now to the right wing. He's guarded by Nembhard, a 1-on-1. Brunson inside. Follow away over Nembhard. No good off the front rim. Offensive rebound. Achua at the top here. Over to the right quarter. Goes to McBride. McBride working on Jackson. Dribbles up. Bounce pass. Low block. Achua. 5 of the shot clock. Achua. Dump off down low. Alec Burks. And he gets fouled. Off the up fake, Alec Burks able to get a defender to bite from behind, and this will be 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line. Excellent feed by Precious Achua. Off the backdoor cut by Burks. Haven't done slow mode in a while, so here we go. So we're going to try 5 second for the slow mode there for you guys. So let's get some slow mode hype out in the stream. And the free throws were split there. So 1 for 2 that trip at the free throw line by Burks. 14 points in 13 minutes. He had only played 1 minute this series until this game. Nembhard, final minute left to go in the third. Moves it off to McConnell. They're not spacing the floor properly right here. McConnell dribbles up inside. Double clutch. Came up short off the rim as the shot clock was about to expire. 50 seconds left to go. Josh Hart looking to take it a distance. And he does right over Siakam. Finishes for 2. 90-83. This is embarrassing right now for the Pacers. Knicks are outscoring the Pacers 32-20 in this third quarter. Indiana with nothing going on offensively for them, and their defense getting shredded recently. 10-zip run by the Knicks. Bounce pass off to Shepherd. Shepherd dribbles inside, moves it down low to the low block. Jackson underneath, and he got it up and in off the glass. 5-point game right now for the Pacers. You're looking to take one tonight. No team has ever won being down to 0-3 in the series. This will be pretty sad for Indiana if you lose this one tonight on your home floor with all the players listed out for the Knicks in this game. Bobbled at the corner. McBride turned it over. 3.1 left to go. And yeah, it's looking very likely based on the corner that this quarter here that a sweep is very well possible for the Knicks. This Pacers team defensively is just horrendous. DiVincenzo, player of the game, checks in. Brunson comes out for the final 3 seconds to close out the third. Inbound, Hartenstein has it, or Halliburton has it. Halliburton at the buzzer, bricked it off the back rim, and we close out at the end of the third. 17 by Dante DiVincenzo in the third quarter alone. That's the most points of his career in any game in a single quarter for him. He is up to now 32, a playoff career high. 6 made threes. Been huge in this series. This Pacers defense, this is rough. This is looking more and more like another choked game away. Once again for Indiana. You had everything handed to you on the platter tonight to win this game. You got a home game. You're a 7.5-point favorite coming in. Everybody's healthy besides Benedict Mathurin, who's out for the playoffs. Everybody else, though, playing, and the bench was a major minus. 19 bench points by the Knicks. Alec Burks has 14. 5 by Miles McBride. And for Indiana, they're struggling tonight. 6 points by McConnell off the bench, 4 by Jackson, 2 each between Toppin and Shepherd. That is 12 between 4 guys off the bench compared to 19 between two guys for the Knicks here. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. I'm planning on being back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. covering Celtics against Cavs Game 3. So if you'd like to stop and by for Celtics versus Cavs Game 3 tomorrow night, feel free to do so. Yeah, huge third quarter for Dante. He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. 32, a playoff career high. 19 by Brunson tonight. Has missed 11 shots and 8 for 19. But when you get players that step up like that, that's huge. Plus, you got bench points with Alec Burks with 14. And for Indiana, Miles Turner played a much better game for him today. 18 points compared to the last one. 17 by Siakam. 28 by Halliburton. He's been the big reason why the Pacers are right now hanging in at the moment. But you got guys like Obi Toppin really struggling tonight. Minus 20 on the floor. Andrew Nembhard yet to have anything. And both of those guys got hunted down defensively. Aaron Nesmith, just 8 by Nesmith. I question a lot of the coaching going on right now for Indiana. Why Nesmith's out there getting 28 minutes, not able to produce. Nembhard, nothing. starter. Played 19 minutes so far tonight. Just, this is looking like another wasted game by the Pacers. I said it at one point that it doesn't matter how much you lead by. It doesn't matter how many minutes you lead by against this Knicks team. All that matters, according to the Knicks, is that you have the higher score to scoreboard in the final. When the clock goes down to zeros in the fourth quarter, you have the higher score to scoreboard for New York. And whatever you throw at this Knicks squad, I mean, they are just so mentally tough and so resilient. Next man up mentality, we come back to action. Hardenstein fires the pass off to McBride. McBride at the baseline, floats up the runner, missed off the mark, no good. Tipped up, and the loose ball gets tracked down by Nembhard. Nembhard has it up the floor, moves it off to Siakam. Siakam, Euro step, blocked by DiVincenzo. Huge defensive play by Dante. Here goes the Knicks with it. McBride outside Dante. Keeps on launching. And he keeps on drilling. Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. DiVincenzo making it rain. 93-85. 35, a playoff career high for DiVincenzo. Top of the key. It's goes into the hands to Nembhard. Floats it up over the top for Jackson. He catches it. His pass got deflected, but Jackson slipped and got knocked down by Hardenstein. Clock will stop here with 11:02 left to go. .35 is his playoff career high right now. His career high in total is 40 for DiVincenzo. McConnell, jumper at the elbow, missed off the mark. Putback chance, no good by Siakam. Went up, got fouled. So Siakam will shoot 2 at the free throw line. It was off the putback. That's going to be charged to Josh Hart from behind, who picked up the shooting foul. Just poor game being displayed by Indiana's defense. How could you give a shooter like DiVincenzo, who has burned you now for 7 threes, how can give him all that space? Like, if you're Isaiah Jackson, like, come on. How do you give all that space out there? That also ties a Knicks playoff record, making history tonight here for most threes. So he has gone 7 for 9 from the perimeter right now tonight, tying a Knicks playoff record for DiVincenzo. First shot was missed by Siakam. These are critical free throws. This is the same case in the last game for the Pacers, where they left points off the board at the free throw line. Free throw number 2 was good by Siakam. 10:45 left to go. Free throw numbers look like this right now. 11 for 14 by the Knicks, 8 for 10 by the Pacers. And New York missed it down low. Pacers skip pass, left corner. Ben Shepherd with a 3 came off the rim short. Rebound control by Hart. Up the floor to get a 2-on-1 here. Pacers defense not back in transition as they attack, and McBride gets knocked down and fouled. 2 free throws coming up here at the free throw line for Miles McBride. Not sprinting back for Indiana. Getting on transition defense after the rebounds. Ben Shepherd left it short off the rim. You get guys like McConnell that's just not sprinting back. Shepherd not full sprint back in time. And Siakam is left out in no man's land in a 2-on-1 and had to give up the foul at the rim. Miles McBride, 2 free throws here for the Knicks. Looking to extend the lead. First one's good. Indiana at one point had a 12-point lead. They led 30-18. Second free throw is good. Kind of similar to a game number 2. They just cannot make the proper adjustments Siakam just picked up his 4th personal foul as well. Nembhard dribbles up inside the key. Nembhard out of control, no good. Missed the layup at the rim. Tipped off the Toppin for the offensive rebound. Toppin sends it off to Halliburton. Halliburton gets past DiVincenzo. Swings it outside. The right wing 3 in the air. Splash. And it's good by Miles Turner. 95-89 right now. That's a massive 3 by Turner. He's been a plus tonight for the Pacers. 21 points now, making his second 3 of the game. Derek on the stream, welcome in from the Marshall Islands, man. Hart sends it on top off to Hardenstein. Hardenstein, handoff DiVincenzo, tying a Knicks playoff record with 7 made threes out to the top here. Here's a 3 straight away, and they drill it. Miles McBride, top of the key, or knocks down the triple. Just an opportunity to create. Doing everything tonight for Dante on the floor. Great skip pass on top, leading to the open 3 by McBride. 5 for 7 this half from 3-point range for the Knicks. The Pacers just 3 for 10. Nembhard has it at the top. Nembhard guarded one-on-one by McBride. Gets past him. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Moves it over to Halliburton. Halliburton drives downhill to the cup. Halliburton floats up the shot. And he got it and one at the free throw line for Halliburton. Miles McBride, his body is down. Halliburton has to get helped out to his feet, and Halliburton's wincing right now, going through a little bit of pain right there off the contact that he absorbed. He got it to go. His bodies came flying inside the key underneath the hoop. Let's take a look at this replay right here. Halliburton attacking inside, flying up over McBride, absorbing the contact, falling down on the backside of McBride, and Halliburton wincing in pain. The free throw is good by Halliburton. 98-92, 6-point game right now. Knicks have possession. Alec Burks is on the floor with Hart, Hardenstein, DiVincenzo, and McBride. Up fake. Burks at the free throw circle. Sends it off to Hardenstein. Hardenstein at the elbow. Shovels off to DiVincenzo. Pass off the roll down to Hardenstein. And we get an offensive foul committed here by New York. Or no, it's going to be a turnover. DiVincenzo stepped out of bounds with it. A turnover down the far side of the floor. So they turn it over for the Knicks. Brunson on the bench at the moment. Going to see if he wants to check back into the game. He heads towards the scorer's table. So next time out, he'll check back in for Brunson. Halliburton has it. Dribbles up downhill. Kick out to the corner. Into the hands to Toppin. Toppin. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. Hand off Neesmith. Neesmith dribbles up. Floats up the runner off the back room. No good. A rebound controlled by Burks for New York. Aaron Neesmith, negative numbers right now. Just 8 points in 30 minutes tonight. These guys are wasting your team time and money. Neesmith, Nembhard, just a total waste of roster spots on the team for Indiana. Missed shot, pinwheeled around, tipped out to the perimeter. Burks couldn't save it, though. Went out of bounds. This will be Pacers ball. Joski, welcome in. Thanks for stopping in here, man. Brunson checks back in right now. Six-point game at the moment. 8.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. A battle for the finish in this one. At the left wing, Halliburton lobs it over to Siakam. Siakam's working on Hardenstein. 101. 12 in the shot clock. Siakam backs his way inside the key. Siakam jump stop. Sends it on top off to Halliburton. Up fake. 5 in the shot clock. Halliburton dribble drive right down the lane inside. And he scores with the right hand. Up and then off the backboard with a layup. 4-point game now. Approaching 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks with a possession. It's Brunson, Hardenstein, DiVincenzo, Burks, and Hart. The 5 on the floor currently for New York. 5 on the floor for Indiana. Halliburton, Siakam, Turner, Nembhard, and Neesmith. Skip pass to the corner, deflected, intercepted by Halliburton. Here he goes out to the races. Halliburton, scoop score up and in once again. It's a 2-point game. Tyrese Halliburton doing everything possible tonight to get Indiana on the board with a victory instead of being down 0-3 in the series. DiVincenzo receives it from Hartz, and he gets tripped up by Nembhard. Just big moments like these. You got players like Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Neesmith, those guys in big moments May very well tonight crack under pressure. Very little experience. We'll see how they hold up here in the final 7.5 left to go. Brunson dribbles up inside the key. Brunson went up and he got fouled. So this will be 2 shots by Brunson, and guess who it was on? One of the 2 players that's wasting the Pacers a lot of time and money on the roster. Aaron Nesmith, one of those players, picks up the foul. As Brunson went up, he got fouled by Nesmith. It's those 2 guys, and I'm worried about that's going to crack under pressure tonight between Nembhard and Nesmith. I'm calling it right here. If it comes down to the final seconds and those 2 guys commit a costly mistake, the Knicks are going to win this game. Those 2 guys are going to be the boiling point of the team going down to 0-3 in the series. Jalen Brunson will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. I mean, give it up for Tyrese Halliburton. He's done everything possible. Miles Turner playing a much better game tonight for him. But then you got guys like Nesmith and Nembhard who simply are costing your team the game. They're combining for 54 total minutes for just 8 points. 0 points by Nembhard in 23 minutes, an absolute waste of space. Nesmith, 8 points in 31 minutes and just picked up his second foul. Second free throw is good by Brunson. 99-96 right now with 7:20 left to go in the fourth. Knicks have a bunch of injuries entering this game. So Anunoby did not play. Julius Randle was out. Lob down low by Halliburton to Turner. Turner got held onto and Turner was fouled. This is going to stay Indiana inbound coming up here. So no OG Anunoby due to a hamstring injury. He is also rolled out for game number 4 on Sunday. Mitchell Robinson is out for around 6 to 8 weeks. Out for the playoffs is Julius Randle. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out as well. And Miles Turner. And that is Pascal Siakam who scores up and off the glass. Puts the Pacers winning one. 99-98 right now with under 7 minutes left to go. Indiana showing signs of life in this game. Randy, what's good? Welcome back in the stream here, man. Yep. I don't want to hear anything about this refs. That is true by BD. Spot on. Ample chances to win. You had this whole game handed to you basically on a platter. A home game or a 7.5 point favorites. You were up by 12 at one point for Indiana. This is just sad if you can't close this one out. There'll be a free throw coming up at the line. 6:58 left to go. We take the timeout first, though. Josh Hart committed the shooting foul. Siakam made a bucket and one coming up out of the timeouts. Hit us up in the chat. Who guys like to win this one tonight? Knicks or Pacers? Type it in. You got 60-40. That's the percentage points in favor of the Knicks here in the poll. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams here on the channel that I do cover. I cover the NBA. I also cover college hoops as well, but right now just playoff games for the NBA throughout the course of the season. Yeah, I heard about that. So Frank Vogel got fired. No, not shocking with that for happening. That came after Darvin Ham's firing from last week, so it wasn't shocking at all. And this is very concerning for Indiana. Very, very concerning. They blew a double-digit lead in the last game. They've blown a 12-point lead here. And they've got Tyrese Halliburton legitimately saving this team tonight. 35 points in 31 minutes. Doing everything possible for Halliburton. Just this one game I'll be covering tonight. So unfortunately won't have the Nuggets one tonight. Next stream will be the Celtics against the Cavs on Saturday night, tomorrow night at 8:30. So if you guys would like to come on back, feel free to do so. I'll be out tomorrow afternoon, so I won't be covering the afternoon game tomorrow. I'm also out on Sunday afternoon, so I won't be covering game 4 between these two teams. They have a college baseball game I'm announcing during the afternoon on Sunday. I posted the entire streaming schedule for the weekend in the community tab, so that is up there alongside with my link to my final baseball broadcast for the season, which is on Sunday. I'm covering my first ever Division I game over at Stonehill, and the online link is posted up there on the community tab. 35 by Halliburton, 21 by Turner, 20 by Siakam. Tonight, you got three guys basically carrying the load for the Pacers and very limited after that. That's 76 points out of the 98 for Indiana between the trio tonight. You got to have much more balance though than that. And you got two starters that barely have done anything, if not nothing. Andrew Nembhard's done nothing. No points, 4 personal fouls, and a turnover for Nembhard. 0 for 3 shooting in 24 minutes. Aaron Nesmith, 8 points and 3 personal fouls for him. Foul trouble looks like this right now for Indiana. 4 personal fouls each between Siakam and Nembhard. 3 by Nesmith. And then for the Knicks, foul trouble, 4 personal fouls by Josh Hart. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0 right now for New York. So Hart's the only one in deep foul trouble. 2 timeouts remaining for both of these teams. 6:58 left to go. The free throw for the tie. It's good by Siakam. 99-99 right now with under 7 minutes left to play. Knicks with a possession right to left on the floor. New York with the basketball. Brunson on the floor with Alec Burks, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, who's having the game of his life, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Brunson dribbles up inside the key, missed the shot. Offensive rebound. Controlled though by Hartenstein. Out to the corner off to Brunson. Brunson, he's guarded by Siakam one-on-one. Jab step. Brunson, 5 in the shot clock. Brunson gets past Siakam, floats up the shot. No good. Missed off the glass. Brunson went down hard, crashing right into the hardwood as he hit the deck hard. They got numbers here up the floor. 5-on-4, Indiana. Halliburton takes a 3. No good off the mark. Spinning onto the packets. Hart, who comes up with a defensive rebound. And they get a 5-on-4 here for the Knicks. Skip past Brunson. Left corner 3. Came up short by DiVincenzo. 6:10 left to go. Ample opportunities lately for these two teams. Not able to cash it in. Nembhard. Pro hop inside. Nembhard gets tied up with it. It'll be a jump ball at the Pacers free throw circle. Knicks were signaling travel on the floor by Nembhard, and let's take a look at this replay here. Ooh. Yeah, they honestly could have rolled out a travel for Nembhard, but got all ball during the second portion was Alec Burks. So it will be a Nembhard and Burks tip here at the free throw circle. DiVincenzo takes it. DiVincenzo out to the races. DiVincenzo looking to finish. Blocked from behind though by Halliburton. Huge rejection by Tyrese. He is saving the Pacers tonight. Halliburton having a major game. DiVincenzo also as well. Both with 35, the game leaders. Whoever wins this one will be the MVP of this match today between Halliburton and DiVincenzo. The pass off to the cutter. Major contact, and this will be 2 free throws coming up here by Siakam. As Siakam gets absolutely obliterated and taken out at the rim by Hartenstein. So Siakam will shoot 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line. Oh my goodness. 5:42 left to play. What a game. Smash the thumbs up if you guys are new. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to come on back for future live streams as well. 2 shots here by Pascal Siakam. Excellent game by him today, but the first one he left short. No good off the front rim. Free throws are going to crush you if you're the Pacers. Right now, Indiana is shooting 10 for 13 at the free throw line. Knicks are 14 for 18, so not many missed free throws, but I mean, that one there is going to be crushing if you lose this game by 1. Second free throw, Siakam got the bounce. First one to triple digits is the Pacers, 100-99. Knicks with possession, part of an 11-zip run by Indiana in the last 4+ minutes. Knicks have the ball. 5:40 left to go. Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo. Dribbles, drives on Nesmith. Nesmith not in the defensive possession. Brunson kick out to the corner. Open 3. Alec Burks. No good. Skidded off the rim. Offensive rebound. Saved by Hartenstein. Hart attacks inside the key. Josh Hart called for the offensive foul. He runs over Nembhard, and Nembhard finally does something that is game-changing and worth a great play tonight on the floor by Nembhard. A major charge taken by Nembhard. That's a huge play right there. Josh Hart picks up the foul. And Josh Hart, that is his 5th foul of the game. Nembhard. We get an offensive foul committed by Indiana. And that is charged to Nembhard. That's his 5th. So after a great play, Nembhard goes up over Brunson. Brunson takes the charge right back, guarding Nembhard. Nembhard with 5 personal fouls now. 5:05 left to go. Nembhard with nothing on the scoreboard. Brunson, guarded by Nesmith, shaking big, top of the free throw circle. Brunson, top of the key, double teamed. Out over to the wing. Here's a 3 taken by Burks over Nesmith. Missed off the back rim. In and out of the hands of Nembhard. That goes out of bounds off the rebound. Oh, that's a big U. Oh! The worst of the worst performances in the playoffs. I talked about those 2 guys. Andrew Nembhard being one of them like 5 minutes ago worth of game time between him and Aaron Nesmith. They're a waste of time, they're a waste of space, they're a waste of money. You had a wide open defensive rebound and you lost it out of bounds. You're wasting the game, Andrew Nembhard. Crossover, Brunson, guarded by Turner, gets past Turner, floats up the teardrop, missed off the rim, and Turner collects the defensive rebound. 4.5 left to go. The 5 on the floor look like this for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard, and Aaron Nesmith. Ball got deflected out of bounds. Nesmith tried to save it. Brunson rolling it was out of bounds by Nesmith, pointing it was in the Knicks direction as Nesmith right now is down. Referees roll it out of bounds by New York though. Bobble, hot tamale. Ooh, that's out of bounds by Nesmith. Those are the 2 guys that gonna crack under pressure. I said that with around 9 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Those 2 guys are wasting time, wasting space on the floor. And they're looking at this one right now at the monitor to see who it's out of bounds on. I think that's out of bounds by Nesmith, out of bounds. Looked like a last touch Nesmith off his knee, out of bounds. Initial call was out of bounds by New York. These Pacers are going to go down to 0-3 because of the decision-making of Rick Carlisle to play players like Andrew Nembhard and Aaron Nesmith with under 5 minutes left to go. The under 5 left to go that's make it or break it right there. It's either you got it in the clutch, you're cold-blooded, or you crack under pressure. And those 2 guys simply are just cracking under pressure this entire game. As a head coach, you gotta know that those guys are not dudes. They're not him. They're not him. You gotta take those 2 players out. They're wasting the game right now. 32 minutes by Nesmith. Just 8 points tonight. And that sailed out of bounds. Looked like it was off of Nesmith. Nembhard tonight. Just been a major waste. Nothing on the board for Nembhard. 5 personal fouls. 0 for 4 shooting in 26 minutes. I mean, it comes down to decision-making and coaching. Like, this very well could be it for Rick Carlisle, especially if they get swept. Like, we've seen it in the playoffs. 1 by 1. Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel today. And is Carlisle the right decision for the Pacers? I mean, now with 2 series matchups that they've had facing teams with multiple injuries, this is just sad for Indiana if you cannot get through this one right now. This is a home game. You're 7.5 point favorites, leaving wide open shooters in this game with a career-high performance in the playoffs by DiVincenzo. The perimeter D has been just awful, 13 for 23. You're allowing the Knicks to shoot from 3. And next man up mentality for New York, no problem, we got it. 35 a playoff career high, making 7 threes. That ties a franchise record for Dante DiVincenzo for the Knicks. 20 by Brunson right now. 14 by Burks, he was huge off the bench. And 10 by McBride, also big off the bench. They have 24 bench points between 2 players. The Pacers tonight, just 14 bench points between 4 players right now. What's good, Francis on the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. If you guys are new in the channel, get 500 plus watching. Make sure to smash that thumbs up. Hitting the like helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. And yeah, that looks like it's clearly out of bounds by Neesmith. The referees rolled it out of bounds by the Knicks. The Knicks challenged this call on the floor. Neesmith trying to chase this basketball down. Now Brunson. There was a flick of the finger on that last camera by Brunson. Wow, so they're going to give it right back to Indiana. So that last camera shot was not what ESPN had showed prior, but on that last camera shot, it was actually Brunson who came in from behind with a flick of the wrist, who got the ball, and it hit out of bounds, and then once it hit the baseline out, it went back to Neesmith, and Neesmith hit it out. So luckily for the Pacers, they get this inbound here. Indiana with the basketball. Halliburton jumps out towards his right, into the hands of Siakam. Siakam inside the key, fall away, took the jumper, came off short, no good, and a terrible foul committed by Indiana in their backcourt as well, as they commit the loose ball foul. Bad sequence for the Pacers there. That was a foul to give, though, so not in the bonus. Not as bad as you can have it. It will result in an inbound. Josh Hart playing 39 minutes tonight as the inbound passer off to Brunson. And that was rolled on Turner in the backcourt for the loose ball foul. 4 minutes left to go. Brunson, top of the key. He's defended by Neesmith. Gets a dribble past Neesmith. Brunson, jumper at the elbow. Jalen Brunson. It's good for 2 over Neesmith. Backpedaling, not in a defensive stance by Neesmith. Brunson's able to take you at an angle. Just an easy 2 all day for the bucket getter. 3:40 left to go in the fourth. Siakam towards his left, hand off to Halliburton. Halliburton 35, pass off the roll down. Siakam underneath, soars up. Siakam gets fouled. So he'll have 2 coming up here at the free throw line. 3.5 even left to go. Jalen Brunson commits the shooting foul. And Brunson again trying to take the charge. That time the referees rolled it a blocking foul, though, charge to Brunson. Just this one game I'll be covering tonight. I'll be back live tomorrow. I plan on covering the Celtics against the Cavs tomorrow night for Game 3 at 8:30. So if you guys would like to come on back for that, feel free to do so. 1 timeout remaining for the Knicks. 2 timeouts remaining for the Pacers. Both teams are also in the bonus. First shot here by Siakam. It's good. 101-101. What a game. Three and a half left to go. Second free throw here by Siakam. At the line, it is up, and it is good. Pacers by 1 right now. Siakam's poured in 24 points, 8 for 12 shooting on 6 rebounds tonight for him. 7 for 9 at the free throw line. Brunson, guarded by Neesmith. Brunson at the left wing, gets a dribble right past Neesmith, got it stripped. Neesmith reaches in. Aaron Neesmith reaches in, cracking under pressure once again. I've talked about it in this entire fourth quarter. Guys that's just not him when they play basketball. Cracking under pressure. It's either you're him, you're cold-blooded. You get buckets through the clutch in the home stretch with under 5 left to go in a 1-point game. Jalen Brunson, he is him. Jalen Brunson's him. Aaron Neesmith called in the reach-in, and the Pacers take their final timeout right now. 3:15 left to go. Let's see here. They're looking at the replay. Brunson driving on Neesmith. Neesmith trying to go after the steal right there. Reaching in. Charge to the officials. So we will take the timeout. 3:15 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. We'll see if Aaron Neesmith has learned from the mistakes in the past. This is going to be one of those games that could very well come down to the buzzer beater. Flashback to 3 years ago when Luka did a step-back three over Nesmith in the regular season game at the buzzer. And just those plays right there is just, are you going to step up to the clutch defensively for you when your team's got your back against the wall? Final possession, 5 seconds left to go for the Knicks, and Brunson is going to take that shot, and he's been your main defender tonight, and will go for a step back, deep two against you and bury it, like Luka did for a step back, but it was a three at the wing off a switch that Nesmith was played by Ime. The Celtics lost that game. The Celtics dropped to 17-19 after that game back in the 2021 season, and that was under head coach Ime Udoka at the time, which they made a big bounce back recovery. They went all the way from a 17-19 record 3 years ago, or 2 years ago at 17-19, all the way to the NBA Finals. Big question will be, has Nesmith learned from that mistake? Because final possession of this game, it's going to be a tie game, and he's going to be hunted down defensively on the final possession with 5 seconds left. Does he have what it takes to provide a stop defensively? That will be the question in this game if we do keep it close like this. 102-101 right now. Pacers challenge the call on the floor on the reach and foul committed by Aaron Nesmith. The Pacers challenging this call on the floor right now. And they're going to say that he did poke it loose out of bounds. So, wow, he did poke it loose out of bounds. This is going to stay New York basketball. Or, no, this is going to be a jump ball here at the free throw circle. So, they got their call overturned. One timeout for both of these teams. And either way, the Knicks control the tip at the midcourt logo. New York with it, down by 1 right now. 3:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Indiana with 2 timeouts remaining. Knicks with a 1 timeout currently. At the left elbow, dribbling inside Brunson. Skip pass, right corner, McBride. Jumper, bricked off the back rim. Nembhard with a big rebound. All right, 3 minutes left to go. Clutch rebound right there for Nembhard. That's a big one for Indiana. We'll see if they can build upon it here for the Pacers. Halliburton been him tonight in this game, 35. Game leader for the Pacers, top of the key. Lobs off to Siakam. Siakam's also been excellent. Dribbles up, he's working his way in. Hardenstein, jumper, 17-footer, straight away. Siakam's no good. Hart collects the defensive rebound. Nesmith right now is out of the play, not sprinting back defensively. They get a 5-on-4. Hart attacks to the rim. A lot of contact. No call with the referees, though, as Josh Hart went up into a layup motion, got deflected out of bounds. And actually, they did at the very tail end of the play, so it was a delayed whistle here. Pascal Siakam picks up the shooting foul, so they did call it very, very late on the back end of the play. So this will be 2 free throws here by Josh Hart at the free throw line as he got clobbered by Siakam. Yeah, for a moment there, Hart got up. He was wondering if there was a call. He got clobbered, but very, very delayed whistle. This will be 2 free throws here by Hart. Looking to tie the game. First one, no good. Bounced off the rim and missed. He played a full 48 in the previous 2 games of the series. Did get a couple minutes of rest today for Josh Hart, as he is up right now, too. That free throw is good. He has played 41 minutes. That's still the most out of anybody on the team. Tie game, 102-102. Right now. If you're doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 2:20 left to go in the fourth. Nembhard, Siakam both with 5. Siakam still out there, fires the pass right corner into the hands to Turner. Nembhard's on the floor as well, same as Halliburton, Turner, and Nesmith. Halliburton at the wing, his pass, and intercepted by Hart. Hart here with a steal up the floor, slicing defenders, taking it the distance, blocked from behind by Turner. They're going to say it's a clean block from behind, no goaltending. Tie game, attacking the paint, and he scores. Andrew Nembhard, welcome to the scoreboard with a right-hand layup. All right, he got something here, folks. Final minute 50 left to go. Andrew Nembhard with his first 2 points tonight. Brunson at the left wing gets tripped up by Halliburton. And Brunson's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Brunson with his hands over his head. Cannot believe the call right now. Halliburton cannot believe it. Hands over the head as he tripped up Brunson. Brunson will have 2 free throws here at the line for New York. 1:45 left to go. Both teams in the bonus. 2 timeouts remaining for Indiana. 1 for New York. What a game. Hit us up in the chat who you guys want to win. Pacers or Knicks. First one came up short. No good off the front rim. Missed by Brunson. What a battle. Could very well come down to the buzzer in this game. And was that a goaltend from behind? That's going to be the question right there. And a Josh Hart layup. He thought it was a goaltend. Yeah, that's a bang-bang play in the block by Turner. They did not stop the whistle to look at it, though. Free throw number 2 is good by Brunson. 104-103. 1:45 left to go. Pacers have the basketball. Left to right in the floor for Indiana. Halliburton dribbles past the midcourt logo. On the floor in Neesmith, Nembhard, Turner, and Siakam, wide open 3. Nembhard missed off the rim. Short offensive rebound controlled by Turner. Here goes Halliburton. Euro step downhill to the rim. No good. Tipped out to the perimeter. Offensive rebound again by Turner. Outside it goes to Halliburton. Minute 20 left to go. 8 on the shot clock. Tyrese bounce pass off the roll down. Kick out corner. Open 3. No good. Bricked another one was Andrew Nembhard. He missed 2 open 3s. One at the corner. One at the top of the key. And the Knicks here with a defensive rebound. Brunson working on Nembhard. 1-on-1. Brunson dribbles inside with the right hand. No good. Missed off the mark. No good. Rebound secured by Turner. Halliburton up the floor finds Siakam. Siakam attacks inside the paint. And we get a whistle here on the floor. They're going to call this a goaltend. Yes, they are. Goaltend charged to New York. Indiana awarded the layup by Siakam. It's a goaltend charged to the Knicks. So this will go back now to New York. Down by 3. Final 50 seconds left to go. Brunson. They still got a timeout remaining if they want one. Step back 3 for the tie. Jalen Brunson. Bang, bang. And he drills it. We're tied, baby. 106-106. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him. Big time laser from downtown. Halliburton looking for the lead. Takes it. Bricked off the back rim. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Indiana. 10 in the shot clock. 26 seconds left to go. Pacers with a basketball. Halliburton brings along a double team. Gets the way off to Nembhard. Nembhard at the left wing. Takes the step back 330-footer. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang. Where's that been all day, baby? Andrew Nembhard proving me wrong. Laser from downtown. Oh, my goodness. A major shot by Nembhard. Steph Curry range, baby. Big time. Did not have a single point for the first 45 minutes in this game. Breaking shot after shot on the previous offensive possession prior. Missing 2 threes, and then Nembhard out of nowhere knocks down a 32-foot pull-up J off a step back. Steph Curry range. Holy cannoli with 16.4 seconds left to go. He is him on that shot right there. Holy smokes. How one play can alter a game. Wow. Brunson had a tying 3 right before that. Nothing could go Nembhard's way today until that play. Wow. Unbelievable. 5 points in the last minutes. That is the longest 3 made of his career for Nembhard. That is incredible. That is how you prove, me, myself included, wrong on that right there. I thought legit he was going to crack under pressure. He had missed 2 consecutive threes in the previous offensive possession, too, for Nembhard. And looking for one into the bucket, and he finally got one. Holy smokes. Still got 16.4 seconds left to go. Inbound for New York. Brunson at the wing, floated up, came up short. Defensive rebound, hauled in by Ben Shepherd of Indiana, and Nesmith gets fouled. Wow. 9.4 seconds left to go. Nesmith with a chance to win this game at the free throw line. The two guys that really struggled to show up in the first 45 minutes plus showed up for the final minutes. Oh my goodness. Aaron Nesmith at the free throw line. 2 opportunities right here to see if he can put his team up by 5. 2 free throws by Nesmith. First one, it's good. Got it. 110-106 Indiana. $21 for 22 as well during the playoffs at the free throw line for Aaron Nesmith. Second free throw is good. 111-106. When it matters the most, he buries both of the free throws. Final 8 seconds left to go. Knicks with it. Brunson outside. DiVincenzo with a 3. Off the back rim, no good. And the time expires. Indiana picks up the victory. They're on the board. 111-106. The final score as we're going past the game 4 here in this series. The hero tonight, Andrew Nembhard, 32-footer. As he shredded down the 3 right down the middle of the cylinder. Making the whole crowd erupt here tonight in Indiana. And holy smokes, what a game. Cannot believe what I saw. The 2 guys that I thought honestly were going to cost the team the game at the very end won the team the game. How about that? Anarchy. Nope. Just the NBA playoffs. What a final. What a finish to this one. 111-106. Andrew Nembhard had been breaking shots all throughout the course of the night. And then makes the biggest one of his career to make sure that they steal one tonight here on their home floor, that they needed to take this one. To begin with, they led by 12. And then they trailed. And it did not look likely that they were going to come back at one point. They got outscored 32-22. It didn't look like they had anything left at the end of the third quarter, but you gotta love basketball for this entire reason right here. And just, man, roller coaster of a game. Back and forth, back and forth. Brunson hit that tying 3 at 106. And then just, oh my goodness. That's why you gotta love this sport. You got players that are able to prove you wrong. Just like that. In moments like that. Holy smokes. Andrew Nembhard. Nothing until the final 3 minutes. He scored a layup. And then he made the biggest 3 of his life. From 32 feet out. He finishes with 5 points tonight on just 2 for 8 shooting. But the final 2 shots that he made, the biggest 2 of his career tonight. Holy smokes. I thought legit that him and Nesmith were going to cost them the game. And they must heard my speech someplace about a monumental speech. They heard it, they responded. Wow. Nesmith with the final 2 free throws ends up finishing with 10 tonight. Because those 2 guys were constantly getting hunted down defensively in this matchup. But man, huge, huge shots. Oh man, what a finish here. A wild, wild game. That's a huge win indeed. This could very well flip the series, especially when you try to drag out this series against New York because they're dealing with the injuries. That's what Indiana will see if they can do right now, as it's a 2-1 series. And we'll go to at least the game 5, possibly more if the Pacers keep on taking games. Wow. I'll be back tomorrow night covering the Celtics against the Cavs, 8:30 p.m. So if you guys would like to come on back, feel free to do so. Before I do sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Just a roller coaster of a game, like, just calling the game, just, man, so disappointed by how Nesmith and Nembhard played in the first 45 minutes approximately of this game. Like, it was not good. And then they did show up for the final minute. those two showed up for the final minute. I cannot believe what I saw. And that's the reason why it's the NBA playoffs. Just the unthinkable happens. And it comes down to that tonight. Unlikely heroes. Andrew Nembhard. I don't know if you listened to my speech or what. He became an unlikely hero tonight in this one. Wow. 5 by Nembhard in the game winner. And then Neesmith with the 2 free throws to win it at the line to win by 5. Thanks all for joining in tonight. 111-106 the final score. And we got an additional game in this series. Thanks to the Pacers winning one. So it's not a sweep here. It will still continue going at least to a game 5. I'll be back tomorrow covering Celtics against Cavs. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members, gonna shout out the end of each and every single one of my live streams here. We got Jason, Warren, Rajib, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Greedo, Tristan, SD Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, Jack City, and Shalimar. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one here tonight. Is the Pacers take game number 3 of the series, 111-106 the final score. The Knicks are up in the series 2-1 now. And thanks so much everybody for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.